GIF in Twitter from that movie Trading Places.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. Merry New Year.
I was watching that movie a couple of months ago. It was on TV, and then I realized they had Dan Aykroyd come into blackface. I was like, "Oh shit!"
Oh man,
Yeah.
yeah, that won't sit too well today.
I was like, "Oh no!"
They gave him blackface and fake dreads.
Oh man,
I saw it. I'm like, "Oh god,
Wow.
no!"
I can't even be mad at it. I'm just rolling.
I mean, I was like, "Try that nowadays, though, man." Oh shit!
Yeah,
man.
that was it. Was like back then, I guess. But it's a different time now. It's a different
I
time.
was like, "Man, I hope nobody else sees this movie. They're gonna be like, look at what he did."
Yeah, they want to cancel him from 30 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
That's just how it is today's time. Okay. All right.
I'm watching the movie. I see that. I'm like, "Oh
I mean,
no!"
you can't get mad if Eddie Murphy's standing right next to him. He's got a problem.
I
With
know. I'm pretty like Eddie Murphy. I'm sure,
Right.
didn't Eddie Murphy write the movie or some shit like that?
Yeah, he was like one of the writers and producers and everything. So.
It was an Eddie Murphy movie.
Oh, booyaka, booyaka, booyaka! Ha! I love that movie. That's my movie right there.
Say, is my stream?
Have a good day, man.
Hey, do y'all see us on the stream? Because I'm still seeing your stream is starting.
I don't.
I see the stream starting. Yeah.
Really?
Oh, you do?
I don't understand.
Oh yeah, I see it. I see it now.
Yeah, but we shouldn't be on that. What the hell? What the hell's going
Have a good day,
on?
man.
This thing's tripping, man. It is tripping.
Talk to the audio.
We shouldn't even be on that. That's why I don't understand.
What happened to our audio, man?
What's up? What happened?
Oh, audio went to shit for a minute.
So I'm watching I'm looking at like pictures and clips from the new Coming to America movie, and I do have one problem with that movie.
Already?
Hold on, it's a very weird nitpick, and you're like, what the hell? But it's like, in the first movie, they portrayed a lot of he played a lot of older characters.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
Yeah. I said that myself. I was like,
That's my only issue. I mean, I want to see the movie.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure it'll be funny as hell, but like, I saw that, like,
but you gotta let some shit slide, you know?
I know, right? Like, those characters are supposed to be old. They should be dead by now.
Yeah, they were old then, so they definitely.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like they're supposed to be like the old people in that time.
Yeah. Okay.
I saw a lot of people making that. I said it too, but it is.
Like,
what
shouldn't
it
see
is.
people be dead by now? It's like it's not a big deal, and I know it's just a movie, but still.
Okay. All right. We are live, guys. We are live. All right. So
Zamunda. Zamunda's not real.
No, I'm actually excited for Coming to America 2. Supposed to be exclusive to Prime, Amazon Prime, I believe. Can't wait to get it.
Yeah,
Definitely
they bought it. You know how much they paid for that?
Hmm.
No. You know how much they paid for that movie?
How much?
200 mil.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's you got a lot of big stars in that movie, dude.
Yeah, I can't wait to see Wesley Snipes.
It's crazy. Like all the original cast is back. Like I don't think nobody died from the original cast. Everybody's still there.
Everybody's still around.
Everybody's still around. James Earl.
Even their parents.
Yeah, they
even
still
John
around.
Amos.
John Amos. James Earl Jones. Like he old as hell.
James Earl Jones.
He's still around.
90 years old.
God dang. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, y'all give me
Good
a
for him.
favor. Hit that thumbs up, bud, people. Let's get some more people in here. What's that background noise I'm hearing?
I was gonna say I'm hearing like mad background.
Is that you?
Feedback.
That was me. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, just mute yourself if you ain't
I'm in the
talking.
grocery store.
Me, I got headphones on.
Yeah, just mute
That way in the
yourself.
subway somewhere.
All right, yeah. So
Yeah, now I'm in outside, so I should be quiet.
All right. If it gets noise, just mute yourself. But yeah, there ain't much to talk about. But there's not, but it still is a lot to talk about. Most of us are retro gamers. Actually, no, I think all of us retro gamers. Even the youngster Kendall, he's a retro gamer too. He's been playing some Dreamcast. So yeah, I want to talk a little retro today. There's a lot of excitement around the Xbox camp. I know there was some doubts and stuff. Even I had some doubts a couple of years ago, but the way things are going, that's turning out. I'm excited. This year is going to be very exciting, not just on just PlayStation and Xbox, but even maybe Nintendo, even though they've been quiet. Hopefully Breath of the Wild 2 come out later on this year. So I can finally get back on my Nintendo Switch. I didn't play that bad boy in a while, man. Like, seriously.
That bit dusty, huh?
I know. The last game I played was I played Smash Brothers with Alex and Nick them. That was the last time, and the last game I beat was Luigi's Mansion 3. So it's been quite a while.
God dang.
I know, man. For real. So it's very exciting. I felt that last year was very exciting. We could do a recap of last year, and we could do what we excited about for this year, upcoming games. But yeah, I want to talk a little bit on the Xbox because I felt that they have righted a lot of wrongs that they had a lot of wrongs in the past, and I'm very excited to own the Series X. Not just for the new stuff, but for the games that came out like the last couple of years, and they are getting some upgrade patches. I'm very excited. I'm a huge fan of the Metro series, Metro Redux,
Metro Exodus and the Last Light.
Yeah, those games are awesome, man. And the Metro Exodus is going to get an upgrade patch later on this year. So, and I'm excited 'cause I just bought the was it a gold edition with all the DLC, whatever. I got all that. So I can't wait till I get the patch because that is an awesome game. If you missed out, you have to play that. It's one of the best. Honestly, it probably is the best, like kind of like a first person survival horror adventure. It has some survival horror elements in it.
Yeah,
So, you played it? You played it, T?
I haven't played Exodus yet. I played all the other ones.
Man, you got to play X. It's a little different. It got like little open world elements to it. Has a lot of replay value on it, and it's longer than the other ones. So don't get me wrong, I like all of them, but I will say Metro Exodus is my favorite one. But I guess before we get started, let's go and get our intros out the way and talk about the games we've been playing. Let's start with you, Mr. Kendall.
So hi guys. It's good to be back on this podcast. I'm just outside freezing my ass off.
That's what's up. What you been playing?
Let's see. I have been playing Cobain.
Who?
That Cobain.
I don't know what that is.
It's that look like Dark Souls game. That anime game that look like Dark Souls. Yeah. It's from Bandai Namco.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
Yeah, it was on Game Pass for free.
Game Pass is awesome, dude. Yeah, I want to talk a little bit about that a little later. All right, is that all you've been playing?
No, not really. I have been playing some other ones. Let's say I've been playing the other game. I forgot what it was, but I'll probably say it later on.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's all you got?
Yeah.
All right, what about you, T? Go ahead, your intro.
Hey there, fools. Big T here. What's up? What I've been playing? I've been playing something you ain't been playing is the Switch. So Hyrule Warriors.
You mean Frame Rate Warriors?
You mean like is that something new to Warriors games? I don't know. All of them have frame rate issues. You just gotta live. You just kind of roll with that. Yeah. But yeah, Hyrule Warriors. I actually started playing Mario Odyssey again. I think I collected like another 200 moons. Just craziness. 2K. Animal Crossing. Paper Mario, Origami King. What was it? Yesterday or the day before? I had like an 8-hour, 9-hour GameCube session. I was just going through GameCube games. It was crazy, but yeah, a lot.
That's what's up. Let's go with you, Nick.
The game I'm currently been playing is Greedfall. So I'm a little it came out like in 2019. I bought it on Steam for like $20 on sale a couple of months ago. and then 2 fucking days later comes out on Game Pass. So that was a
I was gonna. That's what made me chuckle.
that was
I
a
know
fun
it came
thing
out
to
on.
say. I know. I'm like, yeah, because I was like, I wanted to play the game since I've seen it, but I'm like, yeah, I'll probably went on a sale on that one.
Yeah.
Finally came on sale at a price that I felt like paying. Like, okay, I'll buy it. And then, like, a couple days later, hey, Greedfall on Xbox Game Pass PC. I'm like, you motherfucker.
Yeah,
I think PlayStation, if you buy games,
Yeah, it's on PS Plus, coming to PS,
PS
Plus.
Plus.
Not
If
already
you
on
buy
there.
it, see, if you, I think they just refunded a bunch of people who bought a game that came out PS Plus that they bought. So, I don't know if Microsoft will do that too or not, but
whatever. I made my decision, and I'm just playing it. So I'm playing on Steam. Yeah. I would actually recommend it. It's pretty. It reminds me a lot of the first Dragon Age game.
Okay, so
I mean, it has a couple issues. I'm not like the battle system's kind of a mess, and the freaking your character progression is just slow as fuck, man. I'm just like,
yeah.
So you're recommending this game?
Yeah, I know. It sounds weird, but man, I'd give it like. I'm kind of liking the story. It's pretty interesting where they're going. It's kind of like this little whole mystery to the thing, whatever. But I'm enjoying it so
the
far.
story.
Yeah.
So far, like the story itself is kind of what's kind of been keeping me.
Yeah, I mean, I get it because that's what got me through Witcher 3. It was like I can't stand the combat in that game, but love the story. So.
I can't stand the progression in that game either. Like I said, my biggest problem with
progression,
was like people like, well, if you want to get do side quests at the beginning of the game, I said, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I get that. You're like level 2, and you look at all the side quests you can take. Recommended level 23. Recommended level 40.
Right.
I know.
I'm in the first 10. I'm in the first 10 minutes of the fucking game. Ease me into this.
Get your ass bashed in.
There's a lot of stuff to keep track of.
That's what bothers me about that shit. It's not the whole thing that takes side quests to earn money experience. It's like they already had all the side quests in expert mode before you even started the game. I'm like, okay, what is this shit?
Yeah.
Hey, you're not the only one who bought that game. I threw that bitch in because I didn't like it.
Which one?
Because of that. Witcher 3.
Oh, yeah, I bought it on Xbox One on a Black Friday sale a couple of years ago, and I started playing it. I'm like, oh, let's see what the big deal is, and I'm like, okay, right now this is kind of a problem.
I guess whenever I first played,
I bought it 3 times. I got it on Switch. I got it on GOG.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got it on GOG because you can cross play on Switch. So I thought that was cool.
What?
And I got it on Xbox One. Oh yeah.
I guess
when
I first bought
it, easy as hell.
When did Witcher 3 come out? Around 2015, right? Was it 2015? Is that right?
2015, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't used to playing open world games like that because during the 360 days, I didn't really play that much open world. I was really playing a bunch of shooters and fighting games. But I wasn't used to open world games of that magnitude, so I get lost a lot. Yeah, I guess you could say I was a casual around that time. No, I'm not gonna lie to you. Around the 360 and the PS3 days, I'm gonna be real with you. I played more of the Wii. I ain't gonna lie, I was a casual because, that's I guess when 360 came out, that's before I met my wife. So I was kind of out there in the streets and clubbing. I was a single guy, so I didn't really have time to play much video games. But as soon as I got settled down, got married, and I gotta do something to keep me away from clubs, man. So yeah, I wasn't used to playing those type of games. So I set the game down for a couple, 2 to 3 years until the complete edition came out. And when I got the complete edition for cheap, all the extra content, and I was already used to playing open world games. I was like, man, how did I just not play this game a long time ago? Because this game is fucking awesome, man, with all the content. And, like I said, the combat, it could be, they can tweak that up whenever Witcher 4 comes out. But that's the only cons about the game I can say is the combat. But everything else is awesome. That Witcher 3 is one of those type of games. It's one of those once-in-a-generation type of games. And it's kind of sad on how CD Projekt Red is. It's kind of, they're so much of a talented company, developers, for them to be getting shitted on like that. It's like, I don't see, people, they kind of taking their frustrations out on the wrong people. Instead of taking their frustrations out on CD Projekt Red, they're taking that on developers. For some reason, I don't know why, and developers ain't got nothing to do with it. But anyway, I'm just going left. But anyway.
I mean, it's mostly on, it's they gained their reputation mostly on Witcher 3, and Witcher 3 didn't launch great either. A lot of people don't remember that, but it had some buggy issues and whatnot in the beginning.
I don't think it was as bad as Cyberpunk.
Yeah, Cyberpunk.
No, it wasn't anywhere near what Cyberpunk is. But I'm saying they gained that reputation post the launch, like after the extra content they kept adding and all that kind of stuff. That's where they gained their reputation on.
Yeah, but that kind
it seemed like they cared about their consumers.
Well, what was like one of the worst launches this generation besides Cyberpunk, Fallout 76, and what's that other one?
No Man's Sky.
Yeah, No Man's Sky. Like those was a catastrophe. Like what other games that you can say?
Can we talk about the hypocrisy of Sony and No Man's Sky and what they're doing with Cyberpunk? Like, come on, man.
Man, it's crazy, dude.
Oh, Cyberpunk is not their game. That's why they pulled Cyberpunk and not No Man's Sky.
It's crazy. Yeah, you got a point right there. Like it doesn't make sense, and they both. Well, I don't know how it was on the PlayStation when it first launched, but I'm not sure if it was like buggy or whatever. Or I just heard
Cyberpunk.
No,
Cyberpunk.
Not Cyberpunk. No Man's Sky. I heard that
No Man's Sky.
I heard it was missing a lot of content. That's what I heard.
That's not the only problem. That thing was buggy and shutting down all the time. Look it up. Go to YouTube. You can see the videos.
I'm not a No Man's Sky type of person. I just heard it just sucked. It was just
because I was looking forward to the game, but the closer it got to launch, I still wasn't seeing what the game was about. So I'm like, what is this game about? And people used to get mad at me all the time. Like, what you mean what it's about? They had a whole E3. People used to get pissed off when I would ask what this game was about. Like, it was so much defense, similar to Cyberpunk. There was mad defensiveness around the game. I'm like, all right, the game came out. It was garbage. And it was like, oh, I was right. Where are all the people that was yelling at me when I was asking what this game was about?
It's kind of hard for me to shit on.
It's funny, man.
It's kind of hard for me to shit on Cyberpunk because I played it on my Xbox Series X. So, I see a little bugs in it, but I don't see no game-breaking bugs and glitches like you see on the last gen versions. Like, it actually plays fine on the newer consoles. Yeah. But I don't know, man. Like,
oh yeah, that's the thing. The game itself is fine.
Yeah.
It's just that the PS4, Xbox One versions just unplayable.
Yeah, yeah, I saw that. It looks.
And they knew it. They knew it was unplayable, and they still released it. And they did all that lying and trickery.
Yeah, that didn't help the situation with the line. Now, I think they got multiple lawsuits going on right now, and that's pending. They did that to themselves, man. They did. They did.
It's their own fault.
There's no defending that. Like, I'm sorry, I can't defend liars, man, for real. Like, it's crazy that. Some articles was saying that Cyberpunk was basically a failure because it sold 13 million in like the first week or something like the week or two, but they said the forecast was 16 million. I don't know.
I
don't understand that. Like, I'm lost for words. How is selling 13 million a failure, dude? Like, come on, dog. Make it make sense.
13 million, considering the circumstances. And I know there's a lot of people like me that are just waiting back. I'm waiting on the Ultimate Edition of Cyberpunk. I ain't buying it right now.
Like, this was after the refunds. This wasn't before the refund. This was after the refunds. Still 13 million. See, that game gonna be up there with Witcher 3 when it's finished. Witcher 3 and Red Dead Redemption, because I think Red Dead Redemption and Witcher 3 is close in sales, like in the 30-something million, something like that. Mm-hmm. So yeah, like with all the controversy, like it is what it is. Like people that got the new consoles, they don't give a damn. People that's playing on PC, they don't give a damn. Like I'm like, hey man, you should got a PS5. Hey, you should got a Series X. Hey, you should have played on PC. You know what this was about, man. Like it is what it is. But then again, I can understand our frustrations because of all the lying that CD Projekt Red has been doing, and this game
they should be upset.
Yeah, because this game was in development for the 8th-gen consoles, and now, CD Projekt Red made it seem that it was for newer gen consoles. When they mentioned something in the article, when they mentioned something about people with the last gen consoles, was I don't know, it was something that they
really said it was running surprisingly well on Xbox.
I got a question, right? So you guys remember that Xbox, they were showing advertisement for Cyberpunk Xbox?
Uh-huh.
the 2077. And just think about for all those people who bought the Series X, Xbox skinned it over with Cyberpunk on it. Did that game go well on Xbox? I'm pretty sure no.
Did it
I
go
don't
It
know.
works
well?
fine on Series X.
Are you talking about the newer
Oh, no.
gen consoles or last gen?
Last gen Xbox
I heard
One
it's
X.
I heard it's
Oh,
worse
yeah,
on
One X.
PlayStation 4. Like
Only
what?
PS4.
I heard.
Yeah.
The PS4 got worse reviews than Xbox One.
Oh.
Yeah, so I heard it's a lot.
It
worse.
crashes a lot more on
Yeah.
PS4.
Yeah, 'cause I think the Metacritic 61 on Xbox and 50 on PlayStation 4. So I don't know, man. They should have just came out straight, just up front, be like, hey, man, like we having a hard time. We want to get this out to y'all. So right now it's ready for PC guys and the new gen consoles. So we gonna have to either cancel this or we gonna have to delay this for at least a year. Like we still gonna get this out to y'all, but we have to get this game out. But like they should have just been up front. A lot of people would have been pissed off. They would have been, like it'll probably take them maybe a week or two to calm down. Now, how long it's been since this game been out? About 3 weeks, almost a month, and they still making daily videos about it. You know how pissed off they are. I'm just being real.
About the bugs and glitches. People
Yeah.
making mad money on YouTube.
Oh, hell
These
yeah.
these people don't care though, and they weren't even going to play the game. They just saw clickbait opportunity. Yeah,
Right. Exactly.
Well,
There's a
boy-
lot of dudes that made like 7-8 videos.
like, they were
one
never
game.
going to
It's
play
like,
this fucking game.
you don't care about this game. Yeah, you don't care about that game.
Everybody that's talking about that shit on
You're
it,
trying to make your
they-
YouTube money.
They got,
I mean, if there were no issues
Yeah.
with the game whatsoever, came out smooth as hell, they wouldn't have said shit.
Well, my question is, okay,
Nope.
why are they acting so, like, I won't say surprised, why are they acting so irritated and pissed off about the game, knowing that they got the better version? Because these bigger channels got free Xbox Series X, they got free PlayStation 5, so they're going to get the better version. So you getting basically mad for other people that has the last gen console. Let's just be real.
Yeah, everybody-
Let's just be real.
Everybody I know complaining about it in videos all have Series X's or powerful PCs. I'm like, what do you? Come on, man! Like,
Let's be real.
you can have one video saying how terrible it is, maybe two, but 7-8 video. You think they would have 7 or 8 videos if this game came out and it was good? They would have 7 or 8 videos about it being good. No,
there'd be no videos whatsoever of them complaining about it whatsoever.
they maybe make one. They may mention it in one game. Cyberpunk's great, and that's it. It's been over with.
On the PC side, I heard a lot
It's
of great
opportunism,
things about
man.
it. I heard a lot of great things about the PC. Like, man, you see how they
Yeah,
got
I haven't
on
heard
PC? It
Much
looks,
complaints.
man, it looks
Looks
awesome on PC.
amazing.
Dude. That's why, I want to play it more on my Series X. It looks amazing right now the way it is, but I so badly want that next gen patch, man. Like, I want to play it now because I'm excited.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting on.
I'm waiting, so it's just
I'm
gonna be
waiting
sitting.
on that next gen.
Yeah, I'm waiting on it, dude. That's why I'm so excited about this coming up year, because there's a bunch of upgrades, from the Xbox One and PS4. That's we're gonna get this year, and Metro Exodus, like we was talking about a while ago, is gonna be one of them. Cyberpunk, 2077 supposed to be another one. It's gonna be. I think there's more stuff. I'm not.
Switch is getting an upgrade. We're getting a
Allegedly.
Pro.
Allegedly.
Oh my god, we've been getting the
We've
Switch
been getting a
Pro.
Switch Pro for like 4 years now. So
We've been getting it since March 14th. What was it? March 4th, 2017.
2017, we've been getting the Switch Pro.
We about to be on 4 years in a couple of months. 4 years, so I think it's time.
They're gonna be right eventually. They're
It's
gonna be
time.
right eventually.
Yeah,
Gotta be right.
It's time, man. let's be real, man. Like, come on, we knew this was gonna happen. As soon as the next gen console was gonna get here, like, it's gonna be hard for Nintendo to continuously and get support from these third parties that's switching over to a new, different engine that requires more horsepower for your console. Let's just be real.
If they think they're gonna get 4 more years out of the current Switch, that's a joke.
I
There's
don't
no
see
way.
it. I don't see it, dude. I don't see it. Like for instance, what's that game that runs like shit? God dang, man, it's a lot of them though.
Which game is that?
God, man, I'm trying to remember. I'm not sure if it was that Obsidian.
Oh,
Obsidian game.
Outer Worlds.
I heard that run like shit on the Switch. That run like shit. What's that? What's
It
that?
doesn't
other
run
game?
bad. It
That's
has
what I heard.
pop-in issues, and like textures load late, that kind of stuff.
Was that
But it doesn't
Bloodstain?
run bad.
Bloodstain, the newest Bloodstain game. I heard they run horrible on the Switch, and which is still on the Xbox.
They
What
Game
they
game?
Pass.
patched it. They patched
did?
that. It works fine now.
The
It
biggest
Yeah.
problem with the Switch Pro, if it ever comes out, is it's not going to be anywhere near what these people built it up in their heads for, and they're gonna be disappointed.
Man, just
It's
like,
not. Yeah, it's not going to be.
yeah, like 4K.
It's not going to be what like Super Metal Dave or somebody's putting out there. It's
Yeah.
not going to be that good.
I don't know where this guy finds his. I swear he makes. I'm sorry, man. This dude's got me like making shit up.
I don't know where he gets this stuff from.
One thing about Nintendo, they want to profit off each sale of their console. They're not like Microsoft and Sony because they're actually losing money per console sold because everything that's under that hood on these consoles, we should be spending at least $600 to $700 for a PS5 or an Xbox Series X. But it's not about selling. Well, it is about selling consoles, but the main thing is services. They want us to get Xbox Live, a Game Pass. They want us to get a PlayStation Plus. They want us to get all these subscriptions. That's basically what they want, to buy their software, to get their subscriptions. That's what they want. Now, on Nintendo, on the other hand, they're going to get their money because, let's be real, Nintendo fans or fanboys or fanatics, they will pay $60 for a game that Nintendo released years ago. And we know, now we know how.
On the Wii U.
We know when a game on Xbox and PlayStation, when it comes out, okay, when it's out for like a year or two, it's gonna go into the bargain bin for like $10 to $15. But not Nintendo. That's how they make their profit because they know their games holds its value. That's how they making their profits. And not only that, that's why they don't want to put too much horsepower on their console because they want to make money per console sold. So I kind of understand the business aspects of the Nintendo Switch, but let's just be real, man. It's time.
But that's on them though. Like,
yeah.
Nintendo games hold their value because Nintendo makes them hold their value. It's up to them. They don't change the prices. So if they do that, and they've done that for decades,
we had no
then
choice.
You're kind of used to it.
We had no choice but to pay $60 because that price ain't going down. For real.
No. Even from generation to generation. I mean, you still have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, is a Wii U game.
Man,
that game's still $50, $60.
That game is about to reach 30 million. Are you freaking kidding me, dog? Are you kidding me? A old Wii U game.
Just on the Switch.
Wow, man. I bet Microsoft and Sony shaking their head. I'd be like, how the fuck can we do this? God dang.
It's a great game. Don't get it twisted, but like Mario Kart 9 would have done that too.
Yeah.
So why not give us a new one? They could have gave us a new one. Yeah.
Maybe with the rumors Switch Pro, we might get a Mario Kart 9. I don't know. But
man, ain't no Mario Kart. Look, bruh. It's
bruh.
What was it? Last month. So they just did the best game sold of the year on Amazon top games. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was number 3. That game is on the Switch. That game is almost 4 years old. So they're not making a 9 when they're still making that kind of money. That's free money. That is just free money at this point that they're making. There's no costs. They're making just almost pure profit on that game at this point. There is no way they're going to release another game to muddy that water. Like, they're not going to do it.
As much as I wanted Nintendo to, kind of like fall in line with Microsoft and Sony, I wanted them to basically be like how they used to be, play the power game. But, with the success of the Wii, with the success of the Switch, that basically tells me that they don't need to basically trying to fight mano a mano as far as the graphics. As long as they have a console that and the software that appeals to the masses, then they shouldn't worry about that. But I'm not saying come out with a 720p console. I'm not saying that. That's suicide. But at least I think 1080p should still be the standard for their next console. 1080p, 60 frames per second. We have to have a better CPU, man. At least a better CPU because some of these games it just runs.
What console?
I'm talking about when they come out with their Switch Pro, whatever, the next Switch, whatever. Because if they still want to have more support for third parties, let's at least get a more powerful Switch, so these games will be running mid 20 something frames per second. Because that's unacceptable, dude.
I
That's
know.
unacceptable.
Did you hear that they were thinking about going 480p for for the Switch undocked? Did you hear that? I'm like, man.
No. What you say, Nick?
Doesn't that happen anyway, though?
Yeah. A lot of times, a lot of games run in 40p.
I think Witcher. I think that's like a 580, 5 something p Witcher. And Doom. I think Doom is like that.
It's resolutions we never heard of as gamers.
Yeah.
536p. What is that?
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. That's crazy.
I think they should go for. I know it's not going to happen, but I think they should go for 1440p at least.
1440.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. Like, 1440. That's
1080p handheld, 1440 dock, bro.
I mean, on my like, on my PC, I play 1440p 120 frames per second, and it's kind of amazing.
So you said 1440 docked and 1080 handheld.
1440p.
Okay, now you going. So basically, you're competing with the Xbox Series S if you want that, and we already know the Xbox Series S.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
they should.
Yeah,
they should.
But ain't Microsoft losing money because even though it's cheap, super cheap, like because
it's Microsoft.
But I don't know, man. I would like that for the Nintendo Switch, but is it possible? Like, I don't know.
Microsoft ain't losing money. Even if they can sell no Xboxes and they ain't going broke anytime soon. So don't worry about Microsoft pockets, man.
I don't know.
As long as they give you a Game Pass with that console, then they're not losing money. That's their goal. To get you on Game Pass.
I'm not talking about Microsoft. I'm talking about Nintendo. You know how they want to profit off the sales of their console. So 1440p and handheld 1080. I don't know, man. That seems like more than a $300 price tag to me, if you ask me. I don't know.
It will be. That's probably why it's not going to be like that.
That's what I'm saying. Nintendo, they're different. They want to make profit per console sold. I would love 1440p, 1080p on a handheld. But one of the main things they need to beef up is that CPU, man. Because I don't want to play no game 25 frames per second. I don't want to have no issue with Breath of the Wild. The grass area. Every time you get in the grass area, like it stutters, man. Like I don't want that, man. Like come on,
but see, that's the thing. Shit. Outside of us, most people don't fucking care.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we are we are a large number, but we still pale in comparison to the overall world of gamers. Most of them don't really care about this thing. They don't even notice.
Nope.
They buy the game. They're not on YouTube. They're not on Twitter. They're not on Twitch. They're not doing nothing. They just buy the fucking game and play it.
They're on their cell phone. I'm telling you, a lot of these kids do not care. They don't care. They'll play on the cell phone happily.
So they're just like playing a game. They're not like bitching about on YouTube or whatever. They're not doing that.
Yeah, but like
the average person's buying buying the console for their kid. The kid's playing it. Is a kid on YouTube?
No, that's
probably, but he's probably watching like a freaking Ninja or something.
Well, let's be real.
Let's shoot for 1080p 60 console.
Well, what's wrong with that? That's what we want. 1080p 60. Like I don't understand. No,
that's what I'm saying. That's what they should shoot for.
When you say 60 frames per second, what type of 60 frame? Like an open world type of game that can handle 60 frames per second, or like a fighting game like a Smash Brothers that can already do a 60 frames per second? Like, which one are you talking about?
Well, I'm not saying it's wrong to want those things. I mean, I think we all do, but like, that's not who they're targeting when they sell.
But even current now, which is Xbox Series X. I mean, most of those games will probably hit 60. Yeah. But we've had, these open world games, like you said, that are supposed to be, most of them are 30 frames.
Yeah.
Some of them say they're 60 and then they drop down to 40. Yeah. So it's not like it would be egregious for Nintendo to hit that, but as long as they shooting for that, and that's cool. I think that's good enough, especially for Nintendo.
Yeah, I'm so excited about this generation because, I'm not sure if anybody have any one of y'all downloaded the PlayStation Plus games. What you call it? With all of the hit games from PlayStation. What you call it? PlayStation something. The new one, the new service. You know what I'm talking about? If you got a PlayStation
Man,
Plus,
I don't
you
even
get
like.
you get like Ghost
I
of
don't do anything
Tsushima.
on PlayStation.
I don't play for PlayStation.
Like, no, what I'm saying
Yeah,
is like,
I don't pay for anything on that.
no, what I'm saying is like, if you got like the PlayStation 4 version of these games, like for instance, Ghost of Tsushima, that was locked at 30 frames on the PlayStation. Now you got a beast of a console, the PS5, and now like it's unlocked frames, so you get that constant 60 frames per second. That's what I'm excited about because there's a bunch of games that I would love to play at 60 frames. Like that's what I'm saying. By the Xbox and the PlayStation being backwards compatible, it's making the new consoles more valuable than the Xbox One and the PS4 because let's be real, the PS4 wasn't backwards compatible to the PS3 and the Xbox One. It really wasn't. It was backwards compatible to the Xbox 360, but not full throttle like it is now. It's full throttle backwards compatible to the Xbox One. So that's why I'm excited because we get to actually play these games. I'm not sure if it's going to be a higher resolution, but we know we're going to get a higher frame rate at least if the game is if the frame rates are unlocked. That's basically what I'm saying. So it's more valuable in these new consoles. That's all I'm saying. No, we didn't get that.
Yeah.
We didn't get that last generation. Now I'm just excited.
No. Yeah, I mean we're finally gonna get that and up to 120 on a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
So
that sounds like a console. Just
Don't Ori gets 120 frames, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're gonna play Ori, you gotta play Ori and Will of the Wisp. That is a awesome platform. If you love those Metroidvania type of games, awesome music, one of the best soundtracks this generation, beautiful art style.
Beautiful hand drum, bro.
Yeah, it's just awesome, dude. And I don't know, man. I'm still kind of pissed that the game didn't get no type of game of the year. Wasn't even in the categories. Damn, like what? That don't even make sense.
I mean,
man.
it did come out a little buggy. I don't know if that hurt it, but it did.
Okay, let's not let that's not an excuse. Come on, man. We've seen a lot of
Well, it's an excuse. It's an excuse for certain companies, and some companies can get away with that stuff, but some companies can't, unfortunately. So
we've seen a lot of games come out buggy and like, oh, game of the year, yay!
Oh no, man.
Yeah, I mean, Skyrim was being one of the biggest ones.
No type of
that game was unplayable on PlayStation 3.
Nomination, man. Like that was I don't know, man. Like I never played Hades. I can't shit on the game. I never played. I heard it's awesome, but Ori.
I hear it's great.
And
I need to get on that.
Honestly, if Streets of Rage 4 and Ori Will of the Wisp was right by Hades, I wouldn't have no problem. I wouldn't have no problem at all because I'm like, okay, they deserve to be in the Game of the Year, nomination.
They even get nominated?
No, it did. I think Streets of Rage got nominated once. Was it the best action game? Was that what it was? Best action game of the year? That's it. But it didn't. No, not the best indies.
I don't watch that shit. That Game Awards show is a 3 hour.
I didn't
bother watch that bullshit.
I
haven't watched that shit in a couple years now.
We knew The Last of Us was gonna win. A lot of people were so fucking pissed.
Yeah, I mean,
IGN and Kotaku start having their own Game of the Year. Everybody else was having their own Game of the Year. Let's just be real, man. Jeff Keighley was in bed with freaking what's that dude name? Druckmann, whatever his name, Neil Druckmann. I don't know his name.
They couldn't let
they call him Neil Cuckman.
they couldn't let they couldn't let Death Stranding win last year because that would have been too suspicious, man. Everybody was on
that was a little too close to home.
They're like we should probably not let this win because they're gonna know.
It'd be so much backlash.
Rightfully so.
There's enough backlash for even being in.
They're like, well, we can get away with The Last of Us too because we're not in that game, so they can't blame us.
Right.
I never seen.
Yeah, you got the host of the entire show in the game. His best friend made the game. I'm like, this is some bullshit.
Yeah, that would have been like the most suspicious ass looking thing ever.
Yeah, that would have been just like too suspicious. It would have been too close.
At least they could get away with it with The Last of Us 2 because like nobody was in that game of import.
To be fair, about Last of Us 2,
other than the fact that they fondle Naughty Dog's nuts every year. Other than that, I mean,
Okay. To be fair about Naughty Dog,
Oh, it's
Last of
not
Us
every
2,
year, just when a Naughty Dog game comes out.
The game.
yeah, that's what I meant.
As far as the gameplay goes, like it's awesome. That's top notch, top 10, probably top 5 this generation. I love the stealth mechanics about the game. The game is awesome. It has a lot of it has about 25 hours of content. I love content, so I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed the game for the action. It's the story that is why people is pissed. People they hate the story. The story sucks so bad. That's why people is all on Druckmann's ass. Whoever score or give The Last of Us 2 a high score, you're gonna get that work. If you're gonna defend The Last of Us 2, you're gonna get that work. It's the story. Let's be real. People mad because the main character got freaking killed brutally. Embarrassing. It was an embarrassing death. Yeah. One of their most favorite characters got brutally murdered.
I don't think the action in the first game was all that great either. It was like
and by a transgender, no less. Oh,
look, let's be real.
They lost their fucking minds.
Okay, it's like 3 main things that a lot of people is pissed about. Okay, Joel getting his ass bashed in for no reason. You got the what's that girl, boy name, whatever. What's her name? What's her name?
What's his name?
Okay, what is that person's name that nobody asked for?
You better get canceled, man.
Nobody
you better
asked.
Get these pronouns correct.
All right, Dave Chappelle. All right, what is that person's name that nobody asked to play 10 plus hours with that character? What is her name? Y'all, damn. Anybody in the chat? What is her name?
Look, I got halfway through the first game. I didn't care for the story in that game. So
Abby.
Yes,
Abby.
Man.
Okay.
Abby.
Yeah, you killed off the main character like brutally, in which the fans really love. Then the killer wound up having her own story for 10 plus hours that nobody asked for. Then the killer bit off 2 fingers of the other main character at the end, and at the end, like it was sadness, man.
Yeah, man. Hey,
it was sadness.
I mean, white men are under attack in this country. All right, so enough.
Like, let's be real. It was a story that people hated about the game. It's a story.
About time somebody recognized our struggle.
Oh gosh,
they're being killed in the streets.
Okay, whatever. That's what it was. The gameplay is awesome. I love the graphics. I love the stealth mechanics. Like the gameplay mechanics is better than the first. I'm gonna say that. It's a fact. I'm all about gameplay. I love stories. But that story is just wasn't clicking, man. It wasn't clicking. I felt like there was some forced agendas in the game that a lot of people didn't ask for. That's why people is bashing that game, because they didn't
forced
ask
agenda. I don't buy into that. Like, I don't care for the game, but I don't buy into the forced agenda nonsense. I just, people just can't handle evolution. We are evolving.
This is evolution.
We're evolving as a, as a people, as a community, as everything, and people don't like when other people get stuff.
Yeah,
you should know that better than anybody. You should know that.
As much as I want to respond to that, I'm gonna just save it to after the podcast. we be talking 3:00 in the morning about this evolution. For real. Man, boy, do not talk politics with T, man. Boy, he will talk to you for a freaking hour. He's kind of like that old uncle you go to. You remind me of one of my uncles, man. I visit him and be like, hey, how you doing, man? We be talking, play some domino, we play some spades, whatever. Then when it's time to go, he's following me outside the house, talking to me. I get into my car, he's still talking. I have to roll down my window. We still talking for 2 hours. I'll be like, hey, man, I gotta go, man. You that type of person, T.
Hey, I've been in this war since the 90s. I'm not new. I ain't new to this.
Oh shit. Okay, so we didn't get to our topics yet, man. Let's get to the topic. We almost an hour in, but yeah. So okay, let's talk about Microsoft. Okay, so Microsoft, let's be real. The past, I won't say, the past year, I'll say there's a lot of positive stuff about Microsoft. But let's be real. Like 2 to 3 years ago, even before the acquisitions of the new studios, like it was like a bunch of doom and gloom, and Microsoft is going to they're going to fold, they're going to just get rid of the Xbox brand, this and that and this and that. And I heard that Phil Spencer actually talked to what's that dude that this new the CEO of Microsoft. Dang, what's his name? I think he's like Indian or something. He's damn, I forgot his name. But he personally had to talk to him because they was really thinking about shutting down the Xbox brand because they was losing a lot of money. Because let's be real, like the Xbox One really, they lost a lot of money. The Xbox One, they really did. The launch of that console, it was all right, but the E3 will kind of destroy that console. Like it had a bad stigma on that for years. A lot of people refused to buy games on that console. Even some of the first party games was not selling like it usually sell on the 360. Like they would just lose a lot of money. So, even with Phil Spencer, he had to clean up Don Matrick's mess because it was a mess. He didn't make it any better himself with the statements that he said. And that's probably why.
Don Matrick, he could not give a damn.
Yeah.
He like, I got my golden parachute. I'm getting ready. I can say what the hell I want to say.
He said some foolishness that probably got people to be like,
foolishness.
You say that shit, I'm not going to buy your shit. I'm going straight to PlayStation. And the sales, the sales talk, it's like, let's be real, the numbers don't lie. Like the 360 sold 80-something million when it's all said and done, and we still don't have no sales figures of the Xbox One. That's how bad it was because they hiding. And last time I checked, they saying roughly it sold about 50 million or close to 50 million. But it's not, you're supposed to evolve over time. You're supposed to sell more than what you previously sold. You're supposed to sell more software in which they sell less software. So they lost so much money.
But I mean, there is a double standard though, because people were getting on Microsoft's head about stuff that they've never touched Sony about, like Sony lying about their next gen games, on PS5 only being they didn't say anything about these games playing on PS4 as well.
No, that's
if
true.
If Microsoft had done something like that, we'd still be talking about that right now. So there is a double standard.
Yeah, there is a double standard because a lot of these reviewers, a lot of these people, these journalists are in bed with Sony. Let's just be real. That's
ponies.
Well, hey, let's like I'm just being real. Like I look at how they review games. I look at Metacritic scores. I look at what they say, and I feel that the stuff that they say is like they're eating their own words. Like you criticize something on a Sony game, but you still give them a high score. You did not dock them, but you criticize the same thing on an Xbox game, but they get docked 5 to 10 points. Like I don't understand. Like
it's true.
It's not about me being an Xbox fanboy. I'm just seeing the double standards. Kind of like with Nintendo, I do see some double standards because they have
as a Wii U fan.
I see a lot.
As a Wii U fan,
I see a lot. Like let's be real. Like Yoshi games and the Kirby games has not been that good, but they still get like I wouldn't say a mediocre. I think a mediocre score is like between 70 and 60, whatever. A 5, but
5 or 6.
The Kirby game get like a high 70 or something like that. It get a high 70, but it's missing a lot of content. I think so. It's missing a lot of content. Like I'm be real. If that was an Xbox game, it would have got shitted on. It would have got a 50-something Metacritic. I'm just gonna be real with you. Like a game like Super Lucky's Tales, like a game if it had a Nintendo stamp on it, it would probably got a 70-something. But
but Lucky is not a beloved story Nintendo character.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The difference.
That's what I'm saying. Nostalgia plays a factor. It does play a factor in how you score games. Kind of like The Last of Us. All the shit that they had, people had nostalgia for the last one, and they still get a 93 Metacritic score. Does it deserve it? I don't think so because that story sucks, man. It looks more like a high 80 to me. But
the game though, the game is good though, right?
In order to like a 90 and above, that's considered universal acclaim. Like you have to hit on all factors in order to get a score that high. Meaning not only gameplay got to be good, it got to perform good, the story has to be good, but the story sucks so bad, and they still make excuses on why it was a 90-something Metacritic. That's basically what I'm saying. So I do.
So Breath of the Wild ain't them deserve 10s.
Okay. I was about to. Hey, speaking of Breath of the Wild, I'm a huge Zelda fan. The game is good, but does it deserve a 97 Metacritic score? Fuck no. because as a fan of Ocarina of Time, what did it score, like a 99 or something like that during the
98.
98? Why? Okay, how the hell did that score to 98 and Breath of the Wild score to 97? And Ocarina of Time is more of a favorite than Breath of the Wild, and this is it's considered more of a better game.
Is it though?
Well,
Is it? More people have played. Way more people have played Breath of the Wild than they played Ocarina of Time.
Well, that's because there's more Switches out there.
It's on a more popular console than N64 ever was.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
that also factors in.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. I don't know, man. Like, okay, it's kind of hard to judge around that time, the 90s and versus 2000. It's a different time. Yeah, because around 90.
Who's better, LeBron or Jordan? Who's better?
That's.
There you go.
I don't even want to talk about that.
There you go.
Different times.
I still feel Jordan's the GOAT, but you can't mess with LeBron's. His resume is pretty nasty.
Yeah, he got a good resume. It's kind of hard because you from that time, so you're gonna rock with Jordan. Like the younger crowd gonna rock with LeBron, kind of like G-Rock. He's a younger guy. He's in his late 20s. He said LeBron is the GOAT. Like a lot of younger guys, LeBron is the GOAT because they grew up with LeBron. Let's just be real. Right. So it's about okay.
Jordan's different though. Like Jordan, you want him to have that ball at the end of the game. I don't know if I can trust LeBron. He can't shoot free throws consistently enough, and he's not really a sniper at the end of games the way Jordan was.
I don't know. It's just kind of hard because if you look at the statistics,
it's just hard. It's hard. I'm not saying it's an easy thing. It's hard. It's hard to pick.
It's kind of I don't know. I heard that a lot, but I look at if you look at the stats. And look at his game winner buzzer beaters. He has a good resume. They don't talk about that, but I guess they're talking about when it most counts. But he has a good resume.
If you put LeBron, you can put LeBron on the worst team. They're in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think you can do that with Michael Jordan. You could put Jordan on the worst team, and they're a playoff contender.
Because before,
so it's different.
Before Chicago got Pippen, like they was a mediocre team. Let's just be real. I
don't know mediocre, but they weren't winning championships. That's for damn sure.
One thing I can say about LeBron over Jordan, LeBron he makes his teammates better. Jordan he's more of a ball hog. LeBron he will put you in a position to succeed. That's one thing I can respect about him. So I don't know, man.
He makes every team he goes to automatically a contender. Yeah. So
how the hell we get on this topic?
I don't know. Because we're talking about past like comparing like great stuff from the 90s or before or whatever to great games today. How they compare as far as the scoring goes. You know? So and it's subjective. It's subjective. That's the point we're trying to make, I think.
Yeah. So Anyway, so. I guess, Nick, since you're quiet, give me your intake, man. What do you think about the Xbox brand? Did Phil Spencer, did he say the Xbox brand, especially what's been going on? Of course, the studios bought Perfect Dark. We didn't talk about that. That's finally something.
Oh, man.
That's coming back. We got actually some good games coming out this year, like Stalker 2. I saw a little teaser trailer. It looks awesome. The Medium coming out this year, Halo Infinite. There's actually some good games coming out this year. So what do you think, man? Do you think they saved the Xbox brand? You there?
Nicholas?
He didn't.
I'm sorry, what happened?
He said,
he said y'all talking too much basketball. I'm gonna take me.
Y'all start talking about sports ball and I zoned out. So
these gamers in their sports, they don't do sports too much.
We were doing some metaphors. Whatever. We were doing some comparisons, But no. What do you think about did Phil Spencer save the Xbox brand with? With all the shit that happened, the negativity, while the press, giving bad reviews and stuff. Let's be real. Like Gears 5, that game should have been critically acclaimed. That was a great game. I kind of felt that, and some other games should have been scored better. But I feel that the Xbox One had a bad reputation all generation. That it kind of hurt it on some of their games that actually deserve better scores. Better shine, more shine. But with the acquisition of all these studios that they got now, and we got all these good games that's coming out, we're not even talking about the Bethesda thing. I'm talking about like going forward, 2021 and beyond. Did Microsoft save the Xbox brand, especially with the Game Pass and all that?
Phil Spencer specifically.
It's really hard to tell right now, to be honest. Yeah. We gotta see how well these games get received when they come out, and like, we're still not 100% clear of whether or not just because Bethesda, we're not 100% clear these games aren't going to end up someplace else. Mm-hmm. I mean, if they were smart, they wouldn't. And there's some indication that some of these games are only going to be on Microsoft or only going to be available for Microsoft through either like Xbox or PC. Mm-hmm. And there are some that like we don't know what's going to go on with the next Skyrim game or other.
I'll tell you, you won't see Skyrim on a PlayStation. I'm going to tell you that right now because it makes zero sense.
I mean, yeah, if they were smart, they would keep it on their Xbox brand, whether or not you play it on the Xbox console itself or you play it on Game Pass or Xbox PC or something like that. So I have to wait and see on that one. But since that game probably won't be out until like 2027 anyway, I think we got plenty of time to. I don't think you have to worry about that like right now because. Like what's the current game they're working on?
Starfield, man.
Starfield, and that's still like probably another 5 years away from getting anywhere.
Not what I heard. No, they've been developing for like the past 3 to 4 years. It's pretty close.
That was 22.
Okay, what game were we talking about earlier that was in development for 8 years?
No, see that's the thing. Stop saying that game was in development for 8 years. It was not. It was in conceptual status up until what 2015. It wasn't until Witcher came out that the game actually went into like development as far as like coding and all that stuff. But conceptually, 2012 is that what it was? 2012. Mm-hmm. But the game didn't actually start getting development, going into physical development until 2015.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough, but still.
But still, I mean, that's still 4 years ago, 4.5 years ago. And
plus, Skyrim has to get its Xbox Series X release still, and it has to get its PS5 release still. So,
right, that's ridiculous, man. Ridiculous.
Like, new systems to put Skyrim on. Oh. And new systems put Resident Evil 4 on, but that's a different
story. And GTA, don't forget GTA 5.
GTA 5. Well, GTA 5 is actually easy to explain.
Is it?
They want to keep the online going, but they don't want to give you the online version of the game for free.
Yeah.
Oh well. I guess it is easy to explain, but it's still.
I think if they were to put Grand Theft Auto 5 on online only for PS5 and PC, it would pretty much be a free. Obviously, be a pay to win game, but you pretty much probably have to download. They pretty much probably have to give it away for free.
Man, they sold 100 million goddamn copies of the game already. Haven't they sold enough?
Don't yell at Rockstar. What do you want from me? I'm just trying to explain it. I know. I don't agree with it. I'm just saying that.
I'm just saying to Rockstar. I mean, it's ridiculous.
No, you're right. I'm just saying you don't yell at me. I'm just trying to.
but look, even Halo, Call of Duty, even those guys have their own separate free-to-play portion of the game. And they still make a lot of money off that free-to-play portion. So come on,
Rockstar, man. They think they're God or something like that.
I heard about Bully 2 wasn't development and it got canceled because they felt that they wanted to receive the same return that they did with Red Dead and GTA.
Right, they weren't making enough money off of it.
Yeah, so I guess with them going forward, if it's not selling 20+ million, they not gonna make it. That's just Rockstar. Yeah. That's just Rockstar for you.
Well, I think the thing about it is like when you think Rockstar games, whether they be Red Dead or Grand Theft Auto, you think like violence and nudity and shit like that. You really can't put that in a game about high school kids.
No. You can't do it.
It's not going to work as well. I mean, you probably could, but that'll be into your fucking company. So
did
Rockstar... Well, no, because there are movies that are like that. There are movies that deal with like really like teen.
But in the movies,
all kinds of stuff.
All the teenagers are like the actors that play teenagers are like in their 30s anyway. It's not like that big.
Yeah. But then again, you're talking about a video game. They're not even kids. They're just their codes.
I get that too, but that's not the way the watchdogs are going to see it.
Well, of course.
But
what I'm saying is that you can still do that, but even those movies don't do as well as like some big blockbuster popcorn fest, So that's why they're not going to do it at the end of the day.
Yeah,
it just be some little indie kind of game, and
there's a lot of stuff you can't get away with, and you can get away with in certain games. You put adult content in certain games and movies, but not other things where it's like, I don't know about this.
Yeah.
So okay,
I mean, if you had cursing and sex in like Avengers, it wouldn't have sold almost $3 billion worth of tickets. So
because you want to get the whole family.
They have to keep that. They want to keep that family oriented.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So okay, did you even give us your answer, Nick, about the Xbox brand? I don't even remember.
Yeah, he said it. He said
he
didn't think so.
Hey, we just get off topic. Okay, well,
right now we are still like I hate to use these words, but we're right now wait and see part of all this.
Yeah, we're still in the transition.
Well, okay, this is before Bethesda.
Everybody what else you got?
I guess with me about this generation, like I done already said, the part about the consoles, I'm very excited about. Playing the last gen games at a higher frame rate, that's awesome. But I'm talking about the new and upcoming games that's coming out this year. Of course, we already know about PlayStation, God of War and Horizon. Those are two juggernaut games I'm freaking excited about. But as far as Microsoft goes, it's like we get maybe one exclusive a year, or maybe two. We get lucky, and sometimes it'd be mediocre. But the type of games that we get this year, I'm kind of excited because I like survival horror games, in which I'm gonna get that with the medium and maybe a little bit of that with the Stalker. The Stalker game looks awesome. I never played the series, but from what I saw, it looks awesome, and it's exclusive on Xbox. Of course, it's gonna be on Xbox and PC. It's not going nowhere else. Same with the medium, Xbox, PC, not going nowhere else. We got Halo Infinite. We saw those screenshots. The screenshots looks awesome. The gameplay look awesome. It looks fun, but if I'm gonna play some of my new console, I want it to look next gen, and what they showed us did not look next gen. That's why everybody was shitting on them, and it was justified, and they got on their asses and fixed that shit. So from the screenshots that I saw, it looks awesome. I'm very excited to play it.
Looks really good.
And now I heard that, I'm not sure if it's confirmed, but they said the online multiplayer is going to be free, and that's another good thing. It's going to be free.
Yeah.
So I wanted them to concentrate on that story, because that would make Halo so great. It wasn't the multiplayer; it was the story at first. Then the multiplayer came second. So I see a lot of good things from Microsoft camp this year. And like I said, I'm not even talking about the Bethesda thing. Matter of fact, that hadn't been finalized yet. Once that be finalized, we're gonna start getting some more answers about what is exclusive and what's not. I want to nip that in the bud. I'm tired of talking about that. I'm sick of it. But as far as we got the Perfect Dark. I'm excited about that. They finally rose that game up from the dead. Battletoads finally got rose up from the dead. Some people like it, some people don't like it. Microsoft is actually listening, and if they can finally bring those two games back, maybe Banjo and Kazooie might come back. You got some other games that might come back. Like, I see a lot of up and up. It's going to be positive. That's all I can say. I ain't got to worry about that with PlayStation.
If I may give my take.
Okay. I'm finished up. I ain't got to worry about PlayStation because we know what we're going to get with PlayStation. We always get, when it comes to PlayStation, Nintendo, we always get good quality games, really good games. But Microsoft, the Xbox One, we know how that turned out. It's just like we want what Nintendo and Sony got. We want the family-oriented games that can rival Nintendo. We wanted the story-driven games with really great gameplay that can rival PlayStation. And that's what a lot of us have been talking about all generation. We tired of this generic shooters, and these shooters, it's mediocre. The Crackdown situation, the State of Decay situation, it's crazy. But I guess let me go and pass the mic to Mr. T, because I'm talking too goddamn much. So go ahead, T. We still get to Kendall. He's been quiet. Go ahead, T.
Now, I'll try to give my take quick. So the question is, did Phil Spencer or the new way of Microsoft save Xbox right now? And I would say, yeah, but there is a but.
Yeah.
Because, we all know that Xbox was almost basically an Amazon streaming service. Microsoft was ready to get rid of it. So did they save it in that aspect? Of course. To what it is right now, especially with the footholding of Game Pass and what they're trying to do and acquiring these studios. I'm not worried about studios that we already know about, making games. Like, I think there's some. For me, I don't understand the kind of apprehension around, oh man, so what is Bethesda going to do? What is all these studios they acquired that have made great games in the past or good games in the past? All of a sudden they got the Xbox stink on them, and so now they can't be good for the next iteration. Like that's kind of strange to me, and I've seen people kind of react that way. But I'm not worried about that. Microsoft, they came out of the gate. Nobody really expected them. With the original Xbox, it was like whatever. But they gained their foothold because of Xbox Live, and then they blew the doors open basically with the 360, and they got a lot of games the PlayStation 3 wasn't getting because it was hard to program for, and so a lot of stuff seemed like it was exclusive in the beginning with Xbox, but around 2009, Microsoft tried to chase the Wii dollars with the damn Kinect, and they lost their way with gamers and stuff. And then Sony started to pick up their way in 2009 with the Slim and all that, and they started to put on these crazy looking games finally on the PlayStation 3 because they started getting a foothold of the hardware. Yeah. And then Xbox One came out, and ever since Xbox One came out, you had mediocre to okay first-party games from Microsoft. They kind of coasted on that, and PlayStation continued to get stronger with their visuals and their games, their first-party and stuff. Yeah. So Microsoft has to reestablish themselves. That's what this year is going to do. Like you, I'm excited for what they're going to bring. Their hardware is out there. Their game plan is out there. You won't get the full hit until 2022, but this is the stepping stone year. You're not gonna ever see again a year like 2019, 2018 with Xbox again, because they have all these steps ready to go. So 2021 is going to be their stepping stone year. You're going to get a few exclusives. You're going to start seeing what they're trying to do. And 2022 is when you're going to start seeing their more exclusive stuff from the studios they've acquired over the years. And yeah, I mean, you said Banjo-Kazooie. Mm-hmm. Like, Banjo-Kazooie is not even a question to me anymore because of Perfect Dark. Like, it's not even a question that game is going to come. Now, what state is that game going to come at? I don't know who's going to make it. We don't want it looking like, although I heard it was a good game. Yeah. We don't want it looking like Battletoads. We want it to be a full 3D, nice visual, cartoony still, but cool, nice visuals, 3D platformer. That's what we want in Banjo. So I think, like I said, this is going to be a stepping stone year. You're not going to see another year where, like 2019, what do they have exclusive wise? Not a whole lot. 2020.
What came out this year?
You had a couple of things.
What came out this year anyway? I forgot.
2020, you had stuff like Grounded and Ori 2,
but Grounded,
which was great.
That was,
but it came out.
I don't think Grounded came out. It was more of a beta.
But
Grounded's officially.
It's a beta,
out.
But
it's officially coming out.
But so was Sea of Thieves when it came out.
Hey,
Sea of Thieves was a beta when it came out too.
See, it's crazy. Like, I don't see another thing about releasing games unfinished and unpolished. Like, Metacritic scores don't change. That's one thing that right. when they want a game, a lot of people look at reviews and look at the Metacritic scores. It's not like these journalists is going to go back and change their scores and change what they said about the game. It's going to stay the same. So even though I heard a lot about how good the game is now, they polished the game, has a lot of content. yeah, maybe that game should have been day one, and that 60-something Metacritic score could have turned into maybe a 80, maybe 90. I don't know, but from
No Man's Sky is a good example of that. No Man's Sky is a completely different game right now, and it's totally worth it. But it has that stigma of the launch.
Yes and no, because they re-released the game and it has better.
It did re-release.
It got better Metacritic scores.
It did re-release.
So that's what I'm saying. You know, you like honestly, if you're gonna do something like that, at least re-release your game so these reviewers can actually give a deep dive, into this game and be like, okay, this game it runs a lot better, it plays a lot better. So I'm gonna take back, what I said, and I'm gonna go ahead and give it, this higher score, But yes, it does, a bad Metacritic scores. It's like that. It's like that annoying zit that you can't get rid of. That's just how it is. And
I got one right here. I had it for like 3 months. I'm trying to get rid of it. It still won't go away.
Even though your whole face is clear, you did everything you possibly can to get rid of. You did everything good, but it's still there. That's how I feel about a game like a No Man's Sky and a Sea of Thieves. Like they did everything they can to make the game great, make it a lot better. It has content. It's a really good game from what I heard, but that score is still there, in which that zit is gonna still be there. That's what I'm saying.
But those are Game Pass games, you know what I'm saying? Like, so they can survive. Like, you just go on and check it out. You have Game Pass; it's free. Yeah. Those are games that are like, good for Game Pass. So they're a little bit different. But that's the thing about Microsoft exclusives to this point. They've been putting out, mediocre, kind of sometimes beta testy type of games as their first party exclusives. Yeah, that's going to change this year. That's the thing that's going to change this year and certainly next year. By next year, it's going to be like, if everything works out, it's going to seem like Microsoft Xbox is a totally different ecosystem, a totally different company. So it's exciting to me. I like games. I play games. I play companies. I want things to be good. Yeah. And want things to be stuff that I want. So.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Kendall, you with us? You've been quiet, man, for like 30, 40 minutes.
Yeah, I heard. I'm here.
Oh, okay. I know you hate Xbox. I know you hate it. You hate it like it's the plague. So, okay, give us your honest.
I just don't want to buy Xbox.
Okay, dang, your volume, dude. Dang, you so low. You on them AirPods again?
No, I'm on speaker now.
Okay, I can hear you a little better. Just speak up a little louder. Like, okay, from what you've been, listening to, or what you heard about, what you seeing, what they're doing, do you think Microsoft saved the Xbox brand compared from the Xbox One to the Xbox Series SX generation? The moves they've been making. What do you think?
Or
do you think Xbox is about to die?
Let's say we're in the transition, like T says, like we're in that transition period, and Xbox One was kind of trash because when they first showed that goddamn Xbox One, I really wanted them, and then when they would start talking about, oh yeah, if you buy this disc, it only stays on there. It will never come off the console. Whatever they was trying to do back when it first was launched.
Yeah.
DRM.
Yeah, DRMs. And that kind of pissed off a lot of Xbox fans and everything. So they kind of removed that too. And then the Kinect problem, they got rid of that. That kind of killed them off too. And that's trash. And and now you look at their exclusives for the Xbox One, they got some are good and some are bad. And now since we're going into the Xbox Series S and the X, to me, they got a lot of good games going for that console right now, but to me, it sounds like it's not going to encourage me to buy the consoles and everything. I just want to buy the games on PC because you're going to get all the same shit that the system is going to give you, but at a better prices because you're going to get graphics cards and all the other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, but you're spending a lot of money on them graphics cards.
I don't know, man. Like, I don't know.
PC gamers, they trip me out. They act like they get free graphics cards and free upgrades on their PCs. Like there's a lot of cost to PC too.
I hear that same excuse about what's the point of buying this on Xbox just to play it on PC. Like let's be real. To get a decent PC that's at the same level as an Xbox console, gonna cost you probably a little bit more than the cost of an Xbox. Let's just be real. Let's just be real. So you're gonna spend
and you still
more
ain't got
money.
you ain't got no keyboard yet. You ain't got no controller. You ain't got no keyboard. You ain't got no monitor.
Like you gotta pay for all that graphics card.
Yeah,
right.
You gotta pay for all that.
And you gotta pay somebody to put it in because I don't know anything about building a PC.
I'm very happy for one game.
And you could build
Dark.
a PC.
I'm pretty happy for that game coming back out because the Xbox 360 game kind of sucked ass. I don't know, was it the whole dealio with that game, but I kind of did like it, but not very much.
Mm-hmm.
But
it looked good.
The other
Trash.
game, I'm kind of not so sure because that game was shown at the E3, I think this year or last year. The Bloodlines 2 Masquerade or something like that.
What Bloodlines?
Yeah.
You talking about vampire?
That vampire game.
Yeah.
The only vampire bloodline game I know is
Vampire the
Castlevania.
Masquerade. Yeah.
The,
No, I know what he's talking about.
They're in the dark right now about that game because I didn't hear news about that game lately, so that's kind of scary right there because nobody don't know about that game right now. Like, what if they're gonna kill off or what? I don't know. There were so many. I heard it a couple of videos ago, but it was kind of mysterious to me. So the way how Xbox is going for me, I'm very proud of them, but I'm not going to buy an Xbox still. I'm going to PC if I can get for money's sake.
Hey, if you got the money, man, go ahead. Like, if you'll get a PC, you get Game Pass. You still Microsoft's still going to benefit off of that. They don't,
that's what they want mostly. They want you to get on that game.
Yeah. Like, I used to.
Yeah, that's all I have to talk about Xbox.
Yeah, you still gonna you getting Game Pass, right?
Yeah, I got me a couple of food boxes that have Game Pass trials on it. I was happy.
There you go. Yeah. Like I say, building a PC is really for hardcore gamers. You're not gonna see 50 million people going to get a PC over an Xbox because let's be real, there's not that many hardcore gamers that's gonna buy a PC because they refuse to buy an Xbox. Let's be real, man. Let's be real. Majority of the consoles.
And by the way, the PC owners that are out there, only 5% of them have top tier rigs. It's not like everybody has a PC.
Like Tech and some other people too, like those other crazy people.
Yeah,
man, you know how much that shit costs? You want to get everything, 120 hertz monitor, top tier keyboard and mouse, a top tier graphics card, and that shit costs a lot of money, dude. That's a lot of freaking money. You could be spending $2,000 to $4,000, dog. Like, that is not casual gaming, man. And majority
of my old Steam sales. Yeah. You need them damn Steam sales after you spent $400 on a graphic card. You need them Steam sales.
I know. Majority of the console owners are casual gamers. Let's be real. Majority are casual gamers. 115 million PS4 sold, and their top tier games are selling 10% of their install base. Let's be real, they got a lot of games for casuals. Let's be real.
Yep.
The casuals.
My son he plays on PC more than any. He don't know how to do nothing else. He's super casual. He don't care about his graphics card. He's just, hey dad, something ain't working. Can you look at it? It's going slow. He don't know what he's doing, but he plays on PC. He's considered a PC gamer.
Yeah, so. The Switch got 60. How many sold? 60, 70 million, 70. It's almost at 70, ain't it?
It's close to 70, I think.
I would say 70 million, but their highest game sold about 25 million. That's Mario Kart, 25, something like this. It's reaching 30. But that's you would think the popularity of Mario Kart that every owner would buy. The freaking Mario Kart game, but that's not how it goes. There's a lot of casual games. There's a bunch of indie games. There's a bunch of games that cater towards casual gamers. Let's just be real.
Yeah.
So even the Nintendo titles, probably maybe the percentage wise is a little higher than Sony. Sony's like 10% of the install base. Nintendo, I'll say between 15 to 20% of the install base. But that's still low consider the amount of Switches and the amount of PlayStation 4 owners out there. It's still kind of low. Same with Xbox.
There are a lot of really good free-to-play games that you can just download on your Switch and play. You ain't gotta buy no damn game.
That's
Fortnite,
true.
if you're a Fortnite fan, or if you're a Vigor fan, or
Paladins.
What's the other one?
You got Paladins. You got
Paladins.
Apex Legends.
Rocket League.
Apex.
I think
Apex ain't out yet, is it?
I think it is out. It's been out. Apex. Oh, you talking
Rogue
about Switch?
Rogue Company. Yeah, I'm talking about Switch. Yeah.
Oh,
Apex
Switch.
is not out on Switch yet.
No.
They still haven't bought that shit out.
Yeah, let's be real.
But there's a lot of free to play stuff these days that games that cater to casuals a lot, and so they don't even need to buy any games. So
that's why I want to nip that in the bud.
It's crazy.
I want to put that to rest. What's the point about a Xbox? Why you just play it on PC? Like, come on, man. Anybody with common sense, if you're gonna, like I say, the Xbox One when it came out was $500. People be like, okay, what's the point of buying the Xbox? Just play it on PC. Nick, you the PC gamer here.
Back in 2013, that was like a rent car bill,
So,
or what do you call it, a house bill.
What can you do with
I was
Nick?
thinking.
Nick, are you with us, Nick?
Yes.
What can you do with $500 on PC if you want to get the same graphics as the Xbox One? How much can you get? Do the monitor, keyboard, and mouse, and the graphics card come with it, or you got to pay more?
Not very much. You
you talking about a base Xbox One?
Yeah, base Xbox One. Let's do basic before. Yeah, what do you think?
Well, that depends. Am I buying a new TV with my new console?
Oh gosh,
You gotta have an interface to see that, man. You gotta be able to see it.
I mean, when people are like, "Well, consoles are cheaper," it's like, yeah, if you buy the console, but you need something to play on, right?
But normally we already have TVs before these consoles come out. We normally have TVs.
Yeah, that's not a cost for us. We already got TV.
Do you have a TV that is capable of keeping up with what the system has to offer?
Mine sort of. I can do. Huh?
Didn't you buy like a $2,000 75-inch 4K TV?
Yeah, that was 2 years ago. Like, you know how people saying that in order to get the,
But before you go into that, if that's true, he's not just gaming on that PC. He's watching TV, he's watching movies, he's streaming. Like there's a bunch of stuff he's doing that a PC gamer would not be doing on their monitor. So it's a little.
That's kind of true and not true at the same time.
You can sort of watch TV on that monitor if you want, but who wants to do that?
You can watch.
I've done it, but it's not the most comfortable thing. It's not something I'd rather have it on my TV.
Yeah,
even though my monitor is better visually than my TV, I still rather kick back and lay back and look at my TV.
Oh, as far as my situation, even though my TV was strictly, I got it because of the One X when it came out. I was like, oh man, I want to get a TV that I can utilize my console, so I got that. And it showed beautifully. I like how it looked.
You had to buy a TV.
No, I didn't
to take advantage of what it has to offer.
I didn't because I already had a 4K TV. I had a 4K TV. I had a 55-inch, but I wanted a 75 for the living room. And yes, I wanted a TV that has a higher, frame rate, hertz. So my refresh rate. So. But basically, my TV is 4K 120 hertz, so I can get that 120 frames per second. So, okay, I you know how they said that you need to have HDMI 2.1 to get the 120 frames per second? That's a lie. Because I was looking at some videos, be like, before you go out and buy these OLED TVs, just stop and wait and listen to this video. A lot of them say you do not have to have an HDMI 2.1 to play games at 120 frames per second. And I was like, okay, I watched this video. I watched some other people's video. And I was like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm not going to spend another $3,000-$4,000 to get a 75-inch OLED TV. My 4K QLED is good enough. So instead of me playing games at 4K 120, of course, my TV's not capable for that. But it is capable of 1440 and 120. So I'm not going to cry about that. I can still get my frame rates, in which that is the most important. Is the gameplay, is the performance. If I can get my performance at 120 frames without spending another $3,000 for another TV, then I'm fine. My TV is still good for this generation. I might get an OLED TV maybe years down the line when the price be more reasonable. But right now, it's kind of stupid to spend that much money. And most of these games, it's not even 8K ready. Let's be real. But
no game is 8K ready right now.
well, Ori, Ori 8K 120, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's like it's a good looking game, but it's pretty much a piddly little side scroll compared to like what they really want the 8K games to be. They want the next like fucking like big AAA.
Oh, that's years down the line.
Big budget game to be 8K.
Yeah. You'll get that, but that frame rate dropping down.
That's gonna be it's not gonna be good.
No, it's not. That's gonna be at least 4 to 5 years down the line when that's gonna happen.
I mean, what's a game coming out like a really big, just like I guess I was like I guess I could say like the next Rockstar game. Let's go with that. Like that's the kind of game they're gonna want to shoot for with 8K, but that's not gen.
It's crazy that
at least it's not gonna come out that great.
GTA 5 started off as a 360 PS3 and then went all the way to the PS4 and the Xbox One. No new GTA, and we still ain't getting another GTA. We're getting a remastered version of
PS5 version out.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
But you still didn't answer the question. Nick, you still didn't answer the question. Remember the question I asked
did.
you? No, you did not. I asked you, what can you do with $500? You didn't answer that question.
I mean, you can still get a pretty decent 1080p, decent 1080p 60 frames per second PC out of $500.
Yeah, you could.
Whether you build it yourself or just buy a pre-built.
A pre-built?
Buy e-machine.
You can either hey, don't laugh at people who pre-built, okay? I try to hear that shit. Okay, don't judge me.
So you said the graphics gonna be on par with Xbox One. On par.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Frame rates will be better in a lot of cases.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, like, computer monitors currently are still better capable of like handling 120 frames per second.
Yeah. Okay, but what about the
outside
monitor?
Of 4K? I think.
But okay, you didn't include the monitor, did you? For $500, you're talking about the keyboard, the mouse, the graphics card, and the monitor.
Well, of course, you don't include the monitor. The monitor's always going to be separate.
Oh, now you're not separating. No, well, okay.
The monitor's got to be. You don't buy a monitor with your console either. So, I mean, that's just.
You can probably get one.
Yeah, but that's still. We still have to be fair. We got to go apples to apples here. We can't go apples to oranges.
But 10 times
you're buying a console. You're buying a box. You're not buying a monitor. Yeah. Great. You already have one. Good. But you got to be fair with the PC as well. Yeah. You can hook your PC up to your TV then.
That's what I was gonna say. You can easily hook up the PC.
Oh boy, y'all cutting corners here, man.
Hold on, no.
What are you talking about? It's the same. It's the same thing. The only difference to me is you got to get the keyboard and the mouse. That's the difference.
So let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right now. My entire gaming setup, none of like what I'm currently playing on right now, I have hooked up to my monitor, my PC monitor. I had to buy an HDMI switch and stuff, but I basically have my PC, and then I have my Switch, my PS4, and my Wii U hooked up to the computer monitor. I'm using my monitor for gaming right now, not my TV.
Yeah. Well, I guess the reason why I sort of disagree because 10 times out of 10 we already have a TV whenever consoles come out. If you knew going into building a PC, getting a PC, you have to have a monitor. Because not all
you can't dock the PC for that. That's not fair. It's not fair. You're gonna dock the PC for not having a TV with it.
My PC. I could hook up my PC right now to my TV if I wanted.
Right. You can do that. I do it. I go
can
back
get
and forth.
4K.
I don't know
can get 4K 60 out of
nobody.
it.
I don't know nobody that does it to their TV. Come on, let's be real, man. You
I know a lot of people that do. What are you talking about?
Plenty of people do it.
Whatever, man. Yeah, okay, whatever. Okay, y'all got
Mine right now is currently hooked up to my. Currently hooked up at the same time to my monitor and my TV at the same time.
Okay,
And I can go back and forth.
Yeah, you can do that too. I've done it sometimes too. You can hook up to
My
things.
consoles, I do the same thing. Sometimes I play on my monitor with my console, and it looks better, but
Okay.
like I said, it's more comfortable to play it on TV. I can go back and forth. So it's not fair to say, oh, if you buy a PC, you got to have a monitor with it, because technically you don't. You got when you buy a console, you don't have to have a monitor with it because you got a TV. But you got a TV if you want to use it for your PC as well. There is something you can use. It's not the optimal thing, but we're not talking about optimal here because we're talking about a $500 PC. So what you talking about?
It's just not gonna come it's not gonna come with monitor.
No.
So you can either hook it up to something you already have, like TV, or you can buy a new monitor.
Okay, then let me ask you this.
That's on you.
Okay, how much would it cost to get the graphics card on par with the Series X on the PS5? Just the graphics card. I'm not talking about the keyboard and mouse.
A Series X?
You can buy what's the one that is pretty much the equivalent. It's one of the new 3000 series.
Oh,
Not the 3080.
3080.
I think it's like the 3060.
3060, I think you're talking about.
Yeah, it's about the same
Yeah.
price as a PS5 and an Xbox Series X.
Just
About
for
$500.
Just for the graphics
Yeah.
card.
So that's just for the card.
So that tells you that.
Yeah, but you can just. Yeah, but if you have the right PC, you can just swap it out.
I don't know,
Yeah.
man. I don't know.
You can swap it right now. Whatever you have right now, depending on what
I can't. My tower's too small. New tower, so
Yeah.
And a new
So
power
it's
source.
basically an upgrade, right? You're upgrading.
Yeah.
You're upgrading your console. You're buying a new console.
Mm-hmm.
So and you're upgrading your PC. Like if you're a PC gamer, you currently have a PC. So now it's like, well, I want my PC to be able to run as good as a Series X or a PS5. Then you're upgrading that too. You're buying a piece of hardware to upgrade that as well.
And the new series of graphics card, both from what the hell am I trying? GeForce, or what's the other one? AMD.
Mhm.
Their series, they both have their own. They're coming out with their own graphics cards that are going to be on par.
Now, if you don't currently have a motherboard that will cater to that graphics card, that's a whole other story.
Yeah, that's an issue.
So, but again, these are costs, that you got to deal with as a gamer.
Okay. I ain't arguing with y'all about that. I ain't keep arguing with y'all about that.
You just stubborn to that PC building. That's
Hey, man. Console, Console, you plug and play. I ain't got
But
no
yeah,
other
if you want your PC to run better than a console, then yes, you're going to have to spend more.
Yeah, that's
basically how it is. That's the whole point.
That's how it works.
All right. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Let's get to our next subject.
That's the whole point. That's why a lot of PC gamers spend the money. They know it's more money, but they want it to be. They don't care because as long as you're like, well, mine runs better than yours. There you go.
Yeah, that type of PC gamer is like, all right, well, I'm doing that. I'm going to always do that because I want the best of the best, sir.
Okay, that's fine. Okay.
Did you get that movie reference?
I mean, a Honda Accord and a Ferrari can get you to the same place theoretically. Just how good do you want to look getting there? That's
one of them you're gonna be able to pick up some nice honeys.
Man!
It's like you can get to the same place, but how good do you want to look getting there?
Hey! There's nothing wrong with a Honda Accord. I drive a Honda Accord myself.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with a Honda Accord.
Nobody say anything's wrong with it. I'm just saying.
I got a red 2013 Honda Accord Coupe, so yeah, I get a lot of compliments about my car.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a reliable vehicle. Gets you where you need to go. It's affordable.
But if I pull up in a Maserati, I'm gonna be getting more compliments.
Yeah, that's basically it. That's just what it is.
Them gold diggers, huh? Hey, boy.
I'm gonna get more performance out of my Maserati than you're gonna get out.
Nobody's ragging on the Accord. It's a good car. I mean,
but
it's a good
is
car.
that not true? Are you not gonna get better performance out of a Maserati than you are? Of course you are.
It depends.
So that's the same thing.
Yeah, you get better performance, but overall, which card's going to last longer? That's another question.
What does that have to do with
Again,
anything?
it all depends on how well you take care of it.
Yeah.
Well, from a lot of
And
people, I don't know anything about Maseratis, but as far as I know, like let the mid-tier cars, more affordable cars, they say Honda's the best car in the world. It will give you a 10 to 20, no, probably 20, 30 years. As long as you keep up with the maintenance. Some dude I used to work with,
especially since you own one, right?
Yeah, I had no problem with that. No, but I've been hearing about this well before I got one. He said he had a Honda Prelude. I think it was like an 89. He graduated with it, and he had it for over 20 years, and he had over 1 million miles on it. The original engine. I was like, are you freaking kidding me, man? 1 million miles? Like,
bro,
like dude.
It depends on how you take care of it. Yeah. I have a 2002 Camaro.
Yeah.
It runs just as good as it did the first day I bought it. It's 2002, so it's which means it came out in 2001, so it's almost 20 years old, and it still look good. It's clean. It run good. So you just got to take care of it. That's any car.
Yes,
that's any car.
Yes,
so same thing. Any PC, you got to take care of it.
Well, yes and no, because some of these cars was already faulty in the beginning. Kind of like I'm an Impala guy, but I take care of my Impalas. But I have major issues with some of my Impalas that I own. This is like I guess it was like. Remember when Obama had to bail out General Motors?
Impalas have two issues: transmission, brakes.
Yep.
Those are the two major issues you're gonna get with an Impala. You take care. That engine will run from here to Armageddon Day if you take care of it. I had an Impala too. I know about my Impalas too.
I have found.
If you take care of it, it's gonna run well. It's gonna run well. Certain cars you buy, it's gonna be garbage from day one. Pinto, certain cars are just made out of old parts, or used parts, and they're just not ever going to be good. What was a Corsica, a Chevy Corsica back in the day? There was the Chevelle, I think the little hatchback.
Oh yeah, I know you're talking about.
Those aren't going to last very long. You know that. You buy that car, and you might get a year out of it, 2 tops.
Damn,
but
that's bad. Man.
If you get you get the right components together, you think for the future, it's like, all right, then you're good to go. And when it comes time to maintenance it, you should be good to go.
That's true.
Don't be buying no compact Presario parts.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Because that ain't gonna last.
I don't know. It's just it's about me having this Honda. It's like I want to get the new Honda Accords. It's actually nice, man. They actually coming up with
Hondas are clean. I like Hondas.
Yeah, they got some. Their cars used to be mediocre back then, but I felt like their style is getting a lot better. It ain't just Honda. Like a lot of cars are like that. Remember Kias used to look ugly. Now they got some really nice cars.
Kia, yeah, I couldn't stand Kias.
Ford Taurus used to be ugly, but their newest ones look.
Taurus was the ugliest.
Oh my gosh! Now their newest one, they're clean now. These cars are coming.
I don't mess with Fords anyway. I don't care what they do.
Yeah,
right?
I don't do Fords neither.
Only Ford I might touch is a Mustang. That's it.
But yeah, there's some cars that looks clean these days because I couldn't drive that shit back then. It just looks so ugly.
Yeah,
so ugly. Ugh. Now, how do we get on
cars?
Them
'90s Tauruses.
Oh
man! When they would drive off, it looked like a frog running backwards. It was ugly, man.
I remember that. Yeah, my aunt she had a green one. That thing was ugly. Talking about frog. Yeah. Okay.
The green one, them green Tauruses. Good God.
Yeah.
Those cars were hideous.
I know, it's crazy. Okay. We still got 2 more. Okay, let's fast get through this. Okay. 2021 upcoming games. So, what are y'all excited about this year? And 2021 upcoming games. You go, indie game, AAA, whatever. But is this year is going to be more excited than last year? I feel that we had a really good gaming year last year. A lot of great gems came out. If you're a retro gamer, you got Streets of Rage came out. You got the Battletoads came out. There's some nostalgia that that came out, and of course we got the new Alex the Kid, the Miracle World. That's I think supposed to be coming out this year. they remaking that game, so we getting some more nostalgia, some more old school games getting remade. You know, of course, you know, we got God of War, Horizon Forbidden West, Stalker 2, Halo Infinite, Resident Evil 8. Oh man, I'm excited about that bad boy. Like, there's some good games coming out this year. I'm very excited. So, what do y'all guys? I don't care who goes for. What do y'all think? What are y'all more excited about this year, this upcoming year?
Mr. Smith.
What,
Mr.
you
Smith.
talking about me?
I don't care. It don't matter. You go ahead. What you most excited about this year?
Me, I'm excited for Nintendo.
Me got one of those in here.
Why? I'm a Nintendo fan, by the way. But there's not a lot of solid icy. But go ahead.
That I'm hoping for their Zelda 35th anniversary, since it's the 35th anniversary of this year, and plus Metroid. I'm like,
well, how that Mario 35th went? Just tell me. I can't trust him right now, but go ahead.
I played the GameCube version. It runs pretty well. Super Mario Sunshine.
Yeah. I'm just talking about that package entirely. You know, I don't want to throw you off. Just go ahead and go through what you're saying.
To me, for $60, you get 3 games that. Well, for example, Super Mario Sunshine, that shit going up real high on GameCube right now. And Super Mario, what do we call it? The 3D? Not what do we call that one? Mario 3D World? I don't know.
3D Collection? 3D.
Sunshine and the Galaxy.
No, he's talking about the one that was on Wii U.
Galaxy. That looks.
Oh, 3D. Oh, okay. Yeah. You talking about? Are you talking about what's coming out now? Are you talking about 3D World? Are you talking about the 3D All Stars?
Yeah, 3D All Stars.
Yeah. So you're talking about Mario 64, which was a joke. They didn't do nothing to that game. Yeah. Sunshine.
Yeah.
It's HD, but why is it still 30 frames?
And that's a good example too. But they did brought back the GameCube controls for Super Mario Sunshine. So
they had to patch that in. It should not have been at launch.
I know, that's bullshit. Of them.
So we see some cracks. There's some cracks here that made me upset. It's a good price.
As a 35th anniversary, but it needs. When they come out with the next 30th anniversary, you better have everything in it. I'm sorry, but at this point, Nintendo, you better have everything in it.
That's what I'm saying. I want to be excited about Zelda 35th, but after the example of Mario 35th, I'm not overly excited right now.
I'm curious if they're gonna bring out the Metro Prime trilogy this year, but that's still up in the clouds. Don't know. Still thinking.
You can get it on Wii U.
No, y'all can have that
shit. He said I'm not buying a Wii
U.
So yeah, I'm very excited for the new Super Mario 3D World. That one for Browser's Fury, the expansion DLC.
Yeah.
Like what? Why do that? Like all of a sudden, like that's what
why do it
so long.
This is why you do it.
So
money.
Why took so long to make a new expansion pack? Like that shit takes. I don't know. I don't understand Nintendo.
Why not put that on your current Mario game instead of making people buy a whole game over again? Why not put that on? Why not put that on Odyssey?
Fire though. I haven't played that one. When I saw the trailer on the Wii U, I was like, that looks cool, but I'm not buying on Wii U though.
So I ain't buying that shit.
God, nobody want to buy that damn tablet thing, like the tablet and the console. Like I thought when I saw the trailer for that system, I was like, what is this supposed to be? Like, is it supposed to be a home console or portable? But no, they made that console as more of a home console because you need the tablet also to play some of the other games. But I didn't understand that whole concept, but I do like the Switch is way much better than that piece of shit. So
I
yeah,
disagree, but they should have made it a Wii 2 and not this Wii U. They should have made it, HD version with more graphical prowess than the Wii was.
yeah,
But they didn't. They were kind of in this. I don't know what we want to do. It's kind of a GameCube, but kind of not. It's kind of the Wii, but kind of not because we ain't putting no Wii remote in there, and they messed it up.
and they got rid of the GameCube functionality for the Wii U, so that kind of pissed off a lot of people, fans like me from the
They
GameCube
did
days,
because
because
I still use it. Oh,
it,
you mean backwards compatibility?
yeah, the backwards
Oh yeah,
compatibility.
yeah. That was not a good move. That was stupid.
Yeah, that was the stupidest move on their part. But the original model of the Wii, you still have to find that one. But a lot of people are like, "Oh, why don't we go buy the black edition of the Wii and what do you call the Wii Mini?" I'm like,
Yeah.
you can't play no GameCube CDs on that shit.
Well, if you mod your Wii U, you can play GameCube HD. You can play.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's why people are sleeping on that Wii U. But you want to play, because you ain't getting it on Switch right now, and you ain't getting no GameCube on the Switch. That's for damn sure. So if you want to play Wii U or you want to play GameCube games, get yourself a Wii U, mod that bitch, put Dolphin on it because it has Dolphin emulator.
Yeah.
You can run any GameCube game you want in HD
Well,
beautifully.
I own
So
the original Wii. That's in the storage, but that's way better than console than the GameCube. But I don't know what happened to my GameCube. It broke. So to me, the Switch it still needs. For next year, I'm kind of happy for the JRPG games. Like, what did they call that other game? The Shikigami Tensei 4
Shin Megami Tensei 5.
5?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So yeah,
I'm waiting on
that's
that.
gonna be really huge for them. What else? Then they bring out Shikigami Tensei 3. That was on PS2, right?
Yeah, they're bringing that back. HD remaster. Yeah.
What else? And then now
Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter, yeah.
Rise.
Monster Hunter.
Looks good.
That
Look
looks
real good.
really dope.
Yeah.
For another game that's coming on to the Switch is Persona 5 Strikers. Like I said, what the
Strikers?
fuck?
Yeah, to be
we
fair,
ain't getting Persona 5, but we can get Strikers.
That don't make no sense at all.
Persona 5. Give us Persona 5 on Switch, but they can't. They still on that. Oh well, we're still.
It's a PS3 game, folks. It's a PS3 game. Can't come to Switch.
It's unfreaking believable about Atlas, bro. So they need to fix that shit.
You know what's so crazy? Because it's not up to Atlas. It's up to Sega. And Sega said that there was no exclusivities on PlayStation. So that's why I don't understand why Yakuza was freaking stuck on the PlayStation console so long. But I'm glad Microsoft got a hold to it now, and they releasing all Yakuza games on Game Pass. Same with Persona. Persona 5 was such a good game, and it sold well. But I'm like, it makes sense to be on a Nintendo console because what kind of game it is. That type of art style, that type of game, it caters towards a Nintendo fan base because Nintendo fans love JRPGs. Those type of weeaboo type of games, they love that. That's another game that's supposed to be coming. Actually, I think the Switch might be doing all right. Breath of the Wild 2. That other Shimigami Tensei game that's supposed to be coming out this year. Bravely Default, that's supposed to be coming out this year.
Oh, they're Bravely Default too?
Yeah, that's supposed to be coming out this year. So that's actually some games that's just not, been confirmed that it's coming out, but I think the launch window is supposed to be 2021.
Oh, don't forget about what do you call it? That they're supposed to be making the third game of what do you might call it? That was on Wii, the 2 Wii games of what do you call it? No More Heroes. Yeah, No More Heroes 3.
I got you.
Yep. There's some good stuff, man. Some good stuff coming to that Switch, boy.
We just waiting on
that's made the reason why a lot of people are buying Switches now. Like they're getting so many good games, man. It's like what the man, I don't know. Like each console they have their own ways of giving out the best exclusives to a person, but I don't understand, but I'm a multi-plat. I used to be like that now, but I just changed.
Well, as far as other games I didn't mention, like of course you got the 2 games that supposed to be time exclusive on PlayStation, the Bethesda, Ghostwire Tokyo and Deathloop. And those games do look pretty interesting. So those games that I'm kind of looking forward to this year to play. You got God of War, Ragnarok, Horizons, Forbidden West, and you got Ratchet and Clank. I'm just kind of crazy. I'm more excited for Ratchet and Clank, and I love God of War. So they got some gems coming out this on the PlayStation side, and of course Xbox actually got some decent ones coming out themselves. With a Stalker 2. What's the other one? The Medium, the Gunk. That looks pretty cool. The Gunk. Grounded supposed to be officially released this year. Halo Infinite, coming out this year. So they actually got some cool games, and they got
I'm looking forward to the Gunk.
Decent quantity of games finally coming out.
Have you guys watched the what do you call it? When you guys saw the Game Awards, did you guys watch for Back for Blood? That's supposed to be like the sectors of Left 4 Dead.
I don't watch the Game Awards. I ain't seen that.
Dying Light 2. Dying Light 2 is coming out. The new Far Cry 6 coming out this year. So there's some good games coming out this year. What else?
It is. Well, I'm kind of excited is just for Back for Blood. That's going to be my shit, bro.
Oh, Gotham Knights. Gotham Knights. That's coming out.
Pokemon.
Oh yeah, the
Pokemon Snap.
That's supposed to come out next year, isn't it? This year?
I think it's supposed to be this year.
Batman Night.
The one that the Batman game there, I think he's supposed to be dead, and I guess the other crew supposed to fight the whatever. I don't know.
Robin and Nightwing.
Yeah, I think that's the name of Gotham Knights.
Suicide Squad. Is that this year?
Suicide. I don't know. I don't know about that one. I've been hearing about it. I don't know about Suicide Squad.
You would think it would come out this year with the movie coming out. So
yeah. What's that? Like Elden Ring. Oh man, damn, dude, I'm excited for Elden Ring. Like honestly, I used to be a chicken, playing those type of games, those Souls type of games, but I'm actually getting used to playing Souls games, and I'm very excited for Elden Ring. It did look awesome. I know y'all don't want to play those type of games, but I guess since I beat set.
I'm playing the Souls game right now. I'm playing what do you call it? Cold Vein.
Oh, okay, Cold Vein.
Yeah.
Ever since I beat Sekiro, I was like, what? Let me try another game. Of course, I played and I beat Demon Souls. I was like, okay, I'm getting used to this game. I'm getting used to these games. I know the mechanics. I know how hard it is. I know, like those type of games. You can't just hack and slash your way. You're gonna get your ass ate up.
I'm not with me about with Souls type of games, whatever. It's not so much. I'm not worried about the difficulty. My thing is, from what I always see in these games, they don't visually appeal to me, and I do not like the stiffness of the character and that kind of stuff. That's what I don't like about those games, not the difficulty. Visually, I don't find them all that appealing. It seems kind of repetitive visually.
Yeah.
You said that you beat what do you call Demon Souls on Real on the chat a couple days ago.
When I beat Demon Souls, I beat it. I think I beat it like 2-3 weeks ago. I beat it a few weeks ago.
PS5.
Yeah.
Is that game supposed to be like a Demon's what do you call it, Dark Souls game too?
That was actually
the original.
That's the original.
Demon Souls, the first one.
Yeah, that was the very first
one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We should do a view.
It was Demon Souls, then it was Dark Souls, and then Dark Souls 2.
So basically, the other game that I think Star Wars might apply to that too, the Star Wars Fallen Order, because the way how they made that game a little bit harder if you want to go for the harder difficulties and stuff like that. Because they have that one system where you have to go on that meditation circle and then you could reset or do anything you want. I forgot, and upgrade your abilities. So that's
it gets too. I think what introduced me to the Souls game It wasn't a From Software game. I don't think it was a Bandai Namco. It was the Neo. That was a very first Souls.
Neo.
That was the very first Souls type of game that I played, and I kind of felt bad because I played most of it. I didn't even finish it, and I got used to the mechanics, but I just didn't finish the game. I wanted to play the second one, but I'm like, I need to finish the first one first. But I was like, you know what? Let me just go and play Sekiro because Sekiro had a lot of hype behind it. And I was like, you know what? This game is awesome. The game is the graphics was awesome. It was beautiful.
Sekiro comes on Game Pass.
But honestly, Sekiro, it's that type of game that I probably don't ever want to play again. But that last boss battle, oh my God, I never witnessed a struggle in my life, dude. I'm talking about I was repeatedly playing the last boss for 3 weeks, man. I'm not ashamed. It took me 3 weeks to finish the last boss because I rage quit a few times. I was like, man, fuck this game. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna beat him. I'm gonna go and get him. I'm gonna get him. But yeah, I finally got him. But
I had issues with Splatoon's boss. The final boss. The first Splatoon, that boss had me ready to cry.
Splatoon.
I had to quit that for a little while. You say that, but go watch that game if you haven't done it yourself. Have you beat it in the story mode?
No, my son did, not me.
No, I haven't played Splatoon. I haven't got myself into Splatoon.
The first one on Wii U, but that final boss had me ready to cry, man. Had me thinking about my gamer state.
No,
had me wanting to revoke my gamer card.
Oh shit!
Like I can't. What's going on?
Yeah, Nick, are you
this
still?
is Splatoon.
Is Nick still gone? He said he'd be back. I'm not sure if he's still gone. Oh, okay. What was we talking about? Oh, did we all give our upcoming games for this year? What we excited about?
Yeah, I did.
What about you, T?
What was that?
Did you give your what you excited about the upcoming games this year?
Oh, pretty much. I agree with him as far as the Switch goes. I hope it's not going to happen because this is Zelda's year. So an Odyssey. I was hoping to get an Odyssey 2.
I doubt it
this year, but that's probably not going to happen. But like, just overly excited about coming out this year. Nothing real. I mean. Not nothing that gets me to the level of like a Breath of the Wild, other than Breath of the Wild 2, obviously. So,
I guess the game that I would say that got me really excited, of course, the Breath of the Wild coming out, that'd be my most anticipated. But for right now, my most anticipated game is Resident Evil 8 because I love survival horror games. I love the Resident Evil series. I don't
like the new style of 7 and 8. I'm more excited about the remakes, Resident Evil 2 and 3.
That's in development too. That's in development too because they said they have multiple Resident Evil projects going on. That's what Capcom said.
Yeah, I like the more traditional Resident Evil stuff than the 7 and 8 look.
Well, to be honest, it kind of worked because I actually did enjoy 7. I liked it. I did like it. But
a lot of people like that. I know.
Will it? I'm not sure. Is the newest one going to have first person or is it going to be third person? I don't even know.
But it looks like
it's first person. Looks like it.
Oh, it's going to be first person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe because Resident Evil. I think Resident Evil 7 sold pretty well. That's probably why they're going to stick with the first person.
Sold like 7 or 8 million copies, probably.
Oh yeah, that's probably why they're not going back. But then again, that's probably why we got multiple projects.
They have a different character again, so they're like the whole storyline that's going to work. Like how they said, "Oh, it's you, Chris," and like, what? Hold on here. So who's this character I'm playing as in Resident Evil 8? Like, how the fuck do you know Chris Redfield, man?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the crazy part about that game that's going to come out this year. So I'm kind of I don't know if I want to play first person Resident Evil game. And I'm still in that in the dark. Like, oh yeah, do you want to play or not, Kendall? No, I don't want to play. I'm pretty sure no.
I think you get more.
I don't like first person. Like,
I think first person give you more of a scare factor because I felt that I did get a couple of jumps in that game because that was we actually got a true survival horror Resident Evil game because there was a lot of backlash about 4, 5, and 6. Everybody said it turned to a Call of Duty type of Resident Evil. It wasn't scary enough.
Oh yeah, it did.
Because
6 kind of pulled me into that Call of Duty move. It actually did because the Mercenaries mode. Because the Mercenaries mode is really fun.
Yeah, like when it went to 7, when it went back to its true roots, it went back to that slower pace. You trapped inside of a house, kind of like older Resident Evil games. You trapped inside of a mansion and stuff. You had to find keys to open up doors. That was the Resident Evil game that I loved. And when we got back to that roots, it gravitated me back into what I loved it for, in the first place.
Don't forget about the remakes here. They brought back Resident Evil 2 remake and 3.
Yeah, like I'm a huge fan of what they're doing. Like, yes, like what they're doing is catering to 2 different audiences. Like audiences like me, I love the old school. Even though even though a lot of people prefer the third person, but I'm already used to playing survival, just games in first person. What's the name is a survival horror in first person? Man, what's the name of that game? Shit. The game that you have a camera in your hand. The camera,
Oh yeah.
What's the name of that game? You have a camera. You use that camera out through the game. You know what I'm talking about, T?
Outlast?
Outlast, yes.
Outlast, yeah.
Yes, I played that game. Then there's a lot of scare, factors in that game, Outlast.
I got the first Outlast game for free on Gold.
Yeah, me too.
I was such a pussy playing that game. I don't know why.
That's how I got introduced to that game. I was like,
I'm a pussy playing that game. I don't know why. I'm a scary cat.
No, I like that. I like those type of games, and now I felt that I got that with Resident Evil 7. Like it works. Matter of fact, it said it sold 7.9 million by June of 2020. So it sold well. So if it ain't broken, don't fix it. That's what I'm saying. That's why they're making different projects, because they're trying to cater to both audiences. So don't be surprised if we're gonna see a remake of 4. Don't be surprised if we see a remake of Code Veronica. I think we're gonna probably get a.
Code Veronica would be really good to bring back on.
Oh God, could we please stop with the whole remake of Resident Evil 4? God damn, man, so sick of. Look, man,
every time, bro.
Look, man, look. I loved Resident Evil 4. Okay, it was a great game. It was a fun game. I played it initially. We all had a good time with Resident Evil 4. But what is the fucking point of remaking Resident Evil 4 when every other Resident Evil remake that has come out since then, besides the first one, followed the formula that 4 introduced?
I think it got worse. What is the point? 4. It got worse. Because
what I'm saying, when you play Resident Evil 2 remake,
mm-hmm.
the controls, everything plays like 4 and 5.
Yeah.
6 had its own thing going on. I'm not even going to bring it up, but you get my point.
Oh boy.
It's like, it had, and the Resident Evil 3 remake, which I haven't played yet, and same thing.
Yeah.
6 and 7 were their own thing, but the remakes basically so far, 2 and 3 have been just, took the gameplay formula of 4 and 5 and went from there.
It got worse,
and like same thing with that side series, the Revelations. Right? They played like Resident Evil 4. And
that's why I like Revelations.
I'm not saying they're bad games. I'm not ragging on these games. Like I played Resident Evil Revelations 2 and I enjoyed it. I'm not saying bad games.
Revelations was more of a survival horror than Resident Evil 5. 5 and 6 was more of an action adventure.
It's like more. They did go more back.
5 is when it was like full on action, basically.
Yeah.
But like, unless Resident Evil 4 is a 1-by-1 remake just with modern graphics, what's the fucking point?
Yeah, we just got like HD version. Well, then again, we got HD versions of all of them.
I could see them making a Code Veronica remake.
I would love that.
Code Veronica would make way more sense than 4.
It makes more sense, but 4, there doesn't need to be a 4 remake. Oh my God! And
probably
everybody who's
4 is already modern. It's already modern. It's not like the static camera stuff.
Everybody's getting excited about this. Oh my god, please stop. Just no.
How about Resident Evil 0 and Resident Evil 1? Like, you should make that as a remake also.
No, leave it alone. It's fine the way it is.
No.
Like,
you need to have one that just stays traditional Resident Evil, and you leave one alone. 1 and 0.
One had its remake. One had its remake. Just stop. Don't. Right. What would you call it? A remake? I mean, you're just doing it again.
Yeah.
I guess Resident Evil Code.
Don't give Capcom ideas.
Right.
So I think that would be a good game right there.
Yeah. Code Veronica, I'd be down for that. I'd be down for Code.
Like, I'm not saying anything bad about Resident Evil 4. I liked it. I really did. It was a great game. I enjoyed it. But like, we don't need a remake of it. I'm sorry. I'm just
we don't.
Like,
stop, please.
I don't know. Like, which Resident Evil game do we want? Do we want an action adventure or do we want a survival horror? Finding keys to open up doors, like like a limited.
Whatever
ammo.
they're doing,
what do we want?
They're still going forward. They're coming out with 8. How you feel about that is a different story. But like I said, how they're doing. Fucking no Resident Evil 4 remake. Can we stop it with this shit, please?
Yeah, we don't need Resident Evil 4 remake.
Honestly, I think we're going to get it because
that's all I'm saying.
Resident Evil 4
because again, like I said, it's already modern.
It's probably gonna happen. It's probably gonna happen. But ain't people for some reason want it?
Ain't that?
Because it's super popular. First of all,
that's considered the best one, ain't it? That's what people been saying. That's what a lot of people.
Yeah, but unless you're gonna redo it,
the best of the best.
Unless you're gonna redo it like exactly the same, just with their modern RE engine. Is there a point to it?
Yeah, that's exactly. Like, what are you gonna do that's gonna make it not feel like Village? You know what I'm saying? Because it has aesthetically, it's kind of similar, right? With the whole Village setup for Resident Evil 8. Like,
if anything,
what are you gonna do that's gonna make it stand out from how that game looks?
Just to spite these people, I hope the Resident Evil 4 remake is first person.
Seriously,
just like no, y'all wanted this because like when they remade the other games, they remade the style of 4. So remake 4, like Resident Evil 7,
or remake 4 to be more like Resident Evil 2, where static cameras and stuff.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. It's just like there's a difference. Yeah. I don't know why they're.
Yeah, because Resident Evil, like I said, Resident Evil 4, it seems like it would feel like what Resident Evil 8 is going to look like with the whole Village aspect, because that's what
it's just like
4 is about. You're in that in the village and stuff. So
yeah, it looks like it's going to be Resident Evil 4, but in first person and with werewolves.
I think that makes more sense to make it different, make it in first person, and give us some extra characters, more some werewolves or whatever. Just make it a little bit more scary. There are some scare factors on Resident Evil 4, but it wasn't as scary as Code Veronica. It wasn't as scary as 2, 1 and 2 and 3. But after Resident Evil 4, I felt that the survival horror elements, the scare factors, have went completely out the window. Because 5 and 6, like, it was an action adventure game. It wasn't a scary game at all. That's just how I felt about it. But yeah,
well, how about make damn, what was I gonna say? I completely forgot my point. Go ahead.
Yeah. That's all good. Where'd Barry go? He came in and he left.
Like they came in and then they left. I'm like, did they not like our take on Resident Evil 4 remake?
He came in, muted, didn't say nothing. Yeah, he asked me in the chat. He asked me in both chats, this chat and the Discord. Fucking Bear. Okay, so we got our intake on the.
Get in here, Bear.
I guess they're like, oh, not only just Resident Evil 4 bashing, I'm leaving. Okay, Resident Evil 4 remake bashing.
Okay, well, he don't like Resident Evil, so he don't give a damn. Al, he too chicken to play survival horror games. Chicken shit.
Remake Dino Crisis.
Oh man, that would be awesome.
In the chat now, right?
That'd be awesome.
Oh yeah, Dino Crisis would be a good ass idea because that game has not got no recognition from Capcom for a long time.
That's a remake they should work on.
I think what happened, Dino Crisis 3 was that wasn't a very good game. I think that kind of killed the franchise.
It didn't really take
Don't
off.
remake that one.
They
Don't remake that one.
they made that too futuristic. Like I don't know what the hell that shit was, man. Well, what's up, Alex?
I never played Dino Crisis,
Yeah.
but I do got Dino Crisis.
I think they were like riding high on the Resident Evil thing at the time, survival horror, and then it's like they tried with dinosaurs, and it just didn't really take off. Zombies did.
Yeah. So y'all finished with y'all Gears of War finally?
No, those games they sold well. The first couple.
For the fifth day in a row, y'all finished? Y'all finished y'all Gears? Y'all been playing it a lot lately, man. Y'all must
I'm
be
on
like it.
Wi-Fi. I can't be on Wi-Fi. Why do I have so much lag?
Oh yeah, I was looking at.
Yeah, Mike got lag.
You're all choppy.
You glitchy.
Yeah.
Maybe if you come back, drop and come back
Discord
in
thing.
and see.
It's
Is that
a
me?
Discord thing.
Hold on, maybe.
I'm scared to drop. I don't know if I can get back in here.
Okay. What if I get out and come back in? Maybe it'll be different. Let me see. Let me disconnect. I'll come back.
I think.
Why Bear keep on leaving?
I think they added.
Oh, too laggy for me. So I think his data can't. His data can't even do this right now.
Oh, what was that?
Bear.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
What's
he
up?
just wrote it in the chat there.
All right. What's up, Alex? You good, man? You ain't mad at me, man? You ain't mad, are you?
You were the one that was upset.
No, I wasn't upset. No, I was not. No, I thought you had something against me. I guess the way you worded it, I was like,
There we go.
I was like, what did I do to you?
There we go. Now it's not choppy.
You was like, you was like, I'm playing Gears, so I'll pass. What the fuck that's supposed to mean? Pass.
Literally.
Okay,
Gears.
okay,
I mean,
okay,
what do you want?
okay.
Pretty literal.
Okay, if you said like this, I'm playing Gears tonight, so I'm going and sit this one out. I'll be okay. But you said playing Gears.
I don't talk,
pass.
I don't talk like that though.
Whatever, man. Whatever. Y'all been playing it a lot, man. Y'all must really like it.
Fine.
No,
Next time, be like,
I wasn't playing with Amir and them. I was playing with my school friends.
Oh,
it's
okay.
like, apologies,
Yeah.
dear sir, but I have plans to play Gears tonight. But I would gladly be able to gladly join you next time.
Hey,
if
that
anybody's
sounds
still available.
very professional.
Is that what you want?
Hell yeah, very
That
professional.
sounds like what you wanted.
That's very professional. And yeah,
You want the hand engraved invitation with the wax stamp on it
Yeah,
to
I want
explain
it.
the RSVP.
I want it all. Cause I guess since you just came in here, we was talking about upcoming games we're excited about this year, and I think the one before that we was talking about was the Xbox brand. Did Phil Spencer did Microsoft save the Xbox brand? Because like I say, the past like 3 years ago, it wasn't looking so good, and there was consideration they might drop the Xbox brand, but now things is looking good right now, and the studios and all the games coming out. So that's what we were talking about. So you give us your intake,
they're definitely on the right path. Obviously, they bought enough studios to support their first party games, which they need because of Game Pass. They need to keep people on Game Pass. But those games are still going to be a couple of years till we get them. So it's going to be multi-plats and a few smaller games for now. So that part sucks, but their future is very bright. Like Xbox One generation, Xbox was not bright. That was a very bad generation. That was a no-hope generation.
Yeah.
But if you look at Xbox Series X, S generation, it's very bright. I don't know how you could look at those consoles and not be excited because the developers they own, the IPs that they now own, they have like games for everyone. It's just a matter of how long it's going to take to get it.
You gotta be a straight up hating ass pony.
Yeah, seriously.
And not like what's going on.
They literally have every genre down now.
Yeah.
Which is pretty incredible compared to Xbox One generation where they were struggling to get anything. So it's very exciting. And of course, for me and Nick, we get it all on PC too, which is great. We still get the advantages of Game Pass, which is awesome. So like, it's great.
Too, bro.
But you plan on
me.
PC2 is it PC2
Don't
as in
exclude
PC
me.
also or PC2 as in
I have a
PC?
PC as well.
You're getting an Xbox though, aren't you? Aren't you getting the Series X?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
But
then
I
you're
can
gonna play it there.
I'll be playing them on both. I can go back.
Oh, are you? I thought you have a Mac. I didn't. There's no Game Pass on Mac though, right?
No, I don't think so. No, there is. They had a little falling out with, but they made the browser workaround. So
Oh yeah, for the streaming. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they need to get xCloud on iPhone. That has to happen. There's too many users.
They still hadn't done that yet?
Yeah.
I thought they did. Could have sworn they did.
They can only do it through the browser because Apple won't play ball.
Man, I fucking hate Apple, man.
Apple's being bitches.
Jesus Christ. I'm
Yeah,
glad
Apple's rival companies don't work together.
I'm
They're
glad
very
Apple-
greedy. They want 30% off each. They want 30%
Yeah,
off each game.
Apple's the
not
only greedy
service.
company. God,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, they're the only greedy one.
They're definitely number one though.
They're very greedy.
There's a lot of greedy companies, but they are way up on the list though.
They came back from the abyss, so they feel like they earned their right because they're almost done.
You're done, son. You're done.
Late,
Yeah, well,
late
you know,
90s.
like as long as their fans don't care, then it is what it is. Why would they change what they do, right?
It's not just. Excuse me. They sold 13 million copies of Cyberpunk. A lot of fans don't care. Let's not act like.
Yeah,
let's not act like it's only Apple fans that don't care. A lot of fan bases, core fan bases, they don't care.
I don't.
about a
CD
lot of
Projekt
stuff.
Red isn't selling a monitor stand for $1,000, so
No.
that's just Apple.
That is true. I wouldn't buy that. I'm not that stupid, but I mean, I know I pay a premium, but I feel like it's worth it.
there's definitely a premium. I'm sure, like if you're in the ecosystem, Apple's cool and all, but like from the outside looking in, I would.
Yeah, of course.
I could never do it.
I wouldn't do it either.
Yeah.
If I wasn't a video editor, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, especially if you want a game, because their game selection is
Yeah.
mediocre compared to PC.
Okay.
Yeah, overall,
I've done it.
Xbox
I've
is
gone
looking
on
really
Steam.
good, man. Yeah.
I've gone on Steam on my Mac, and it's like this is come on, man.
All right,
what a game!
Okay. Give us your upcoming games you're looking forward to this year, Alex. 2021.
I don't know. I don't even remember what the hell's coming out this year.
I know you.
I think Shadow Warrior 3 is coming this year. I'm pretty excited for that one.
Oh, is it this year?
I'm pretty sure.
I guess Microsoft side, you got the Gonk, Stalker 2, the Medium.
I don't care about that.
Of course, Halo.
Maybe that one. Yeah.
Halo.
Totally getting Bayonetta 3 this year, guys. I can feel it.
Oh,
Yeah, let's go.
What?
Nintendo.
Bayonetta 3.
Oh, Bayonetta 3.
I think Nintendo. You got Beverly Default 2, whatever. Breath of the Wild.
Bravely
Don't
2.
care about
Yeah.
that.
Breath of the Wild 2. Shin Megami Tensei.
Monster Hunter Rise.
Yeah, Monster Hunter Rise. Ain't that
Like
Pokemon game
Gotham
coming out?
Knights, if that ends up coming out this year.
Yeah, that's supposed to
Gotham
be.
Knights
That's
looks pretty
supposed
cool.
to come out. Dying Light 2. Resident Evil 8. Oh, you don't care about that. What else?
Definitely Halo Infinite. Like, if Halo Infinite skips 2021, I'm gonna be choked.
God of War, Ragnarok, Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, God of War, Horizon, Ratchet, a lot of Sony stuff.
God of War ain't coming out this year, man.
You don't think so?
You don't think so?
Nah, I mean it's all right that it doesn't, but I don't think it's coming this
We
year.
never did get no game.
I mean, like, it's gonna be the same assets, the same graphics, and everything. Like, you know that game's gonna
It's
be
possible.
on PS4 too, right?
Yeah, it's on PS4
Yeah.
too.
So like, they're just basically have to change the map. I can see them doing it within a couple of years.
You think they're gonna drop God of War and Horizon?
yeah.
Hey
that's
man, they
that's-
want to
that's
make sure they
possible.
win. There's room
Man.
for like, because Ratchet's coming out within launch window of PS5, so
They
that should be
said
the next.
and Ratchet.
2021, though. It didn't
I
say
forgot
that.
about Ratchet and Ratchet 2, all in the same year.
all the
Well,
same year.
Ratchet
Great.
should be out by April at the latest, because like launch window
Goodness
usually
gracious,
means
the
within 6
papers.
months. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Kenna Bridge of Spirits. That game's gonna be cool.
Oh yeah, that one too.
Oh yeah, Ken.
Kenna looks really cool. Medium looked pretty cool. Zelda, if it does come out, I'm not really sure if it will though.
I
It
don't.
has to. It's the 35th anniversary. It has to come out. in this year. There's no.
They haven't
No way
even
that
really
game-
given any information outside of that one
Like,
video.
ideally,
Okay.
Years ago.
But how much information did we get from Odyssey before that came out?
Odyssey basically shadow dropped.
Exactly.
Basically.
So it's not like they can't do it.
Like obviously we're gonna get a lot of Zelda shit this year. That is clear because it's the
Yeah.
35th anniversary. We're probably gonna get Twilight
Don't forget
Princess from
about
Wii U.
Metroid.
We're probably gonna
dread
get
how
Wind
they're
Waker
gonna
from
do it,
Wii U.
Yeah.
I'd
Hopefully
rather
it
have
won't
Wind
be a Mario 30th anniversary situation.
Yeah, I
I'm
hope
just
they
saying
actually
if
put
that wouldn't
effort
be
into it.
If
Yeah,
they
no, that
do
was
give
absolutely
us
not
like
good enough.
an anniversary correction like they did with Mario 3D, use the 3DS version of Ocarina of Time, please.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, you think we're gonna get
Don't use the
the
3DS version of Majora's Mask though. Do that.
yeah,
I didn't play that one, so I don't know.
that one used the nub as a control.
Trash. It wasn't just the controls. Like they made some bad decisions as
Hmm.
far as like upgrades.
Do you think we're gonna get the HD Skyward Sword?
I would like that.
I
I
don't
would
know.
like that. But then, hey,
I don't know how you do it.
I mean,
without it
'cause, like
being-
they
can make it work.
they've done Twilight Princess, that can easily come over. Wind Waker's done, they can already do that. Skyward Sword, they would have to rework the controls, I guess.
It had to be completely reworked, and we know Nintendo don't care to do that. Reworking controls or
They'll
damn
do it
game.
if they can charge $60 again.
Well, like
I mean, they
when
That's
it
true.
came to the when it came to the Twilight Princess re-release, you had the two modes. You had the regular and the hero. The hero
Yeah.
mode was actually the Wii U version, just
Yeah.
made hard. And they took out the motion controls, but you didn't use them as much in that game as you do in Skyward Sword.
I liked how they did the motion controls.
Now, Skyward
in
Sword
Wind
is
Waker
different,
HD.
Will you say Twilight Princess?
Yeah.
Yeah, Twilight Princess didn't have. It had waggle motion. It didn't have 1-to-1. What was it? Wii Motion Plus. The way
Right.
Skyward Sword had. That was different. Way different.
Like I didn't mind the sword fighting in Skyward, but I don't see why I need to use the fucking motion controls trying to put a key into it. I had to like sit there.
No, that was too. They just did too. That was just come on. They didn't need to do that. Was way too gimmicky.
I had
That
to
was just,
stand
that
on
was
like
just to
one
show off the
foot,
technology.
the other one
Yeah.
in the air, all twisted in ways I shouldn't be twisting.
That
Trying to
was-
get that fucking
That
key
was
in there.
dumb.
Like,
Well,
I'm
like,
surprised I didn't get back problems from that.
I'm sure they could like rework the game to use regular controls though. Like I understand that the game's based around
Yeah, they
motion
could.
controls, but like it's not like they can't change it to standard.
It's gonna be
Zelda
strange for
controls.
some things though. Where if you take
Some
that
of the
out, it's just
puzzles
like
will
it's gonna
be
be
very
weird.
weird. That's for sure.
Yeah.
and some of the boss fight battles against
The
Ghirahim
boss
will be
fights.
kinda- yeah, the boss fights with Ghirahim will be weird, but like I'm sure they could figure it out.
They could probably implement like the what is it, the right analog stick if they do it right.
Yeah,
Would they even care to do that with that game though? Because that's one of the lowest selling 3D Zelda games.
Well,
that's true.
Would
they
they even care to do Skyward Sword?
they brought it out at a bad time.
Well, yeah, it
No,
pretty much came
but,
out
yeah.
towards the end of the Wii life cycle.
Yeah.
A lot of people
problem-
didn't want to use
Skyward
the
Sword got some issues, like that were kind of dated when it came out. You know, the high Skyloft, the whole sky area is very like nothing going on. There's
Right.
it's pretty dry up there, and it's very disjointed. The game itself, it's cut off, and you're doing a lot of backtracking. I don't know if anybody
There's
would really care.
a lot of fetch quests in that game.
A lot of fetch questing. I don't know if
Yeah.
that game is going to work. It barely worked when it came out, so I don't
I
know.
mean,
if that,
like they remember with
super
Wind
dated.
Waker HD though that they cut down the Triforce mission because it was so stupid on the GameCube, so they cut it
Yeah,
down.
but Wind Waker HD is way more open. Like Wind Waker,
Yeah,
Wind Waker
It
is a way more open
It
game
is. It
than
is.
than Skyward Sword is.
Oh, definitely Skyward Sword is way more linear, but
It's super linear,
they can probably cut out some of that fetch quest crap and cut the game down a
So
bit.
weapon if they added an achievement system, would you mind doing fetch quests?
He said achievements.
I know. I'm just saying. Would you mind doing fetch quests?
That's adorable.
No, okay, I'm being for real.
You can't even get Netflix on the Switch.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think achievement system, it brings more value, more replay value to video games. I'm just being real. Like, it's some fetch quests.
Oh, for sure it does. But honestly,
No, I'm not saying anything about achievements. I'm talking about Nintendo doing
Nintendo doing it.
We know how they are, so
I don't think they would introduce it in the middle of the life cycle though. That might be something
That'd
they
be
just
so
say for
weird.
the next console. They might do it. Like introducing an achievement system in the middle of a console life cycle is weird.
So it's starting all over from scratch on every console.
It's
super weird too.
No, didn't
That's
PlayStation
weird now.
Wait a minute.
Especially after Xbox restarting from scratch every console is just bizarre now.
Didn't Sony introduce the trophies in the middle of their console life cycle? If I'm not mistaken,
They did, yeah. They copied Xbox 360.
And people, they automatically got their trophies from the games they already played. That's what I heard. They didn't have to start over.
Oh, did they?
That's what I heard.
The difference is trophies or achievements were fairly new.
Yeah.
Achievements and trophies have been around for 13 years now. So if Nintendo hasn't done them by now,
they just don't care.
They don't care.
But
it's so like the thing that's so annoying about it is that they could have the coolest achievement system too. Like, I know I've said this before. They have the coins.
Well, they mentioned it. That's the problem. Yeah. They mentioned it before the Switch. They were talking about accomplishments or whatever they called it. And it was just like, okay.
They kind of had like a version of it on Wii U with the Miiverse, those stamp things.
Yeah.
Like, that could have evolved into something else. That was something. But like now that's all gone.
They scrapped everything.
Looking back, like they took away so much shit.
That could have been cool.
That could have been evolved into something better, yeah. Which is kind of nuts, but like, I guess the OS is fast. I guess.
That Wii U OS is not.
That Wii U OS is really slow.
Yeah, it was not good.
But like, I wish they would do achievements. I wish they would do stuff like that. But honestly, it's not like they can't. They just don't seem to care at all.
I got you.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, yeah.
I guess our last topic tonight, and I know we're heading towards the fuckboy hours. Okay, I guess let's don't be too long, but whatever.
Happy New Year.
Well, we didn't do a podcast last week, so that's why we a little longer this week. Okay, retro.
Last week, the week before.
Yeah. No. We did one week before. I tried to get you on, but
I missed that one.
Yeah,
I missed that one.
So let's do a little retro talk, man. You know, we was supposed to do one a long time ago. I am currently a bum again, T. So I have a little bit more time on my hands. Yeah, they I got canned, man. They blackballed me, man. They black.
Oh, damn.
I got blackballed.
What?
Yeah, man. That's how it is, man.
Fucking corner. It's fucking Corona, man.
Yeah, don't be playing the damn color, the race car, though.
Hey,
you didn't do it. You didn't do your job right.
I didn't say that.
Listen here, real. They caught you smoking crack.
Wow.
They probably because I'm black, man. Nah,
pretty sure
you left something out of
it's just that crack pipe that got you light
All I said, I got blackballed. Now racing and crack got into it. Like,
wow.
What the fuck, man?
You said black. You put emphasis on black balls, so that's why I said.
Damn,
I got black balls.
I didn't say it.
What?
I didn't say it. Y'all said it.
What?
Damn, man. No,
That sucks.
no, it just got slow, man. I was a temp.
You were the last one. Now there are no more black plumbers in your area.
Actually, I was the
They're all
last
gone
one.
now.
I was the last one.
No more black
Now
plumbers.
the rest of the plumbers just look like Mario.
Oh, they look more like Larry the Cable Guy. That's what they look like.
Well, it is Texas.
Man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's Texas. You know how they get down here. But now I ain't tripping. I'm about to get that extra check. What's that extra money on that?
Oh, you get that $600?
No, not this. Well, on the unemployment, I wish it was extra 600, but I'm gonna get an extra 300 per week.
They get extra 3 for
on top
weekly.
Of my unemployment. Damn, but last year
that's good. They needed to do that a long time ago, but
they needed
that's
to.
good.
Yeah, so I ain't tripping, man. Because right now I'm building my my business. I've been sharing that with y'all on the Discord. I've been making shirts and designing I do hats, design hats.
Bro, I hope they don't raid your house, man.
Dude, no, I don't sell that out in public. No. We make
got an herbal garden in the back.
No, we make welcome signs. You know, welcome signs to be outside people's house. Welcome. You put like your family name. We do that. So me and my wife, we're building a portfolio right now. And
that's good, man.
I'm having somebody to I'm probably pay somebody to help me with a website. I want to build a website, and once we're ready, I'm still making stuff. And once I'm ready, I'm gonna put everything on there, trying to make it look as professional, we possibly can get it. So
Nice.
So I'm not tripping about me not working because.
If you need any video work, let me know.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! Oh yeah, yeah.
If you need a nice web commercial or something like that, I'll hook you up.
Okay, cool. So that's what I'm working on right now. I'm just chilling, man. I'm chilling, playing some video games, playing some backlog. Control. I didn't talk about the games I played. Everybody else. Control is awesome. I'm almost finished with it. It's actually that's a better Remedy game than what was the last one on Xbox? Quantum Break. Quantum Break is a cool game. Yeah. I just didn't like the real time the movie, the TV show. I didn't like that.
I did not like that either.
I skipped through all that. It was a waste of money.
The actual game itself is cool though.
The game itself is cool, but I prefer Control. That's an awesome game. I didn't put over 20 hours to that game.
Nice.
It kind of got like some open world elements into it. It's if you think about it. A lot of.
Well, isn't the whole game take place inside the building though?
Yeah, but but there's like it's fast travel. That building is huge. It is freaking huge.
Oh, I see.
It's like an open world inside of a building, basically. So there's a lot of content.
I'm gonna play it on Switch. So
it's
cloud version.
Stop lying, man. Stop that lying. You stop that. You stop playing. And if you like collecting achievements, it's very achievement friendly. You get them very easily. Very easily.
Nice.
So yeah, it's a good game. I'm almost finished with it. I still ain't honestly. I've been playing my Xbox more these past 2 weeks. I ain't picked my PlayStation back up. It's gonna be like that. As soon as I finish with the PlayStation exclusive, I'm gonna be strictly on my Xbox.
Well, yeah, the PlayStation is just for exclusives,
basically. So I've been playing a little bit more of Indivisible. I'm trying to finish that. That's my goal this week.
I love that game.
I'm gonna finish Indivisible, and I'm going to finish Control. That's my goal this week. So I can clean out some of my space. Yeah. Man, I just
got a PSVR. I'm gonna get on that Concrete Jungle.
Dude, I want to play that. What's that game? I want to play that.
You're gonna get an Astrobot. Apparently, that's.
I'm getting Astrobot for sure. Yeah. That's the reason I bought a PS4 VR.
Yeah, apparently everyone says that game's amazing.
If there's gonna be a VR game I play, I want to play Half-Life Alyx. Man, I hear so much good things about that. I want to play it.
Half-Life Alyx. Yeah.
You can't play that on the PlayStation though.
You gotta upgrade that rig.
You gotta get a PC and get a real VR headset.
Man, like
Oculus.
So how much that
what's the other one?
Too.
The HTC Vive or whatever.
HTV. That's the one I'm thinking about.
So how much that shit cost though? Like I gotta pay all that just to play that? God dang.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's why nobody talks about that game because the buy-in for it is so high.
When they selling HTC Vives with the game with it?
Probably, but HTC Vive's still like $900 though.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say that was my point. Is that ain't really helping that much, bro?
Don't
even the Steam one, the Steam Index, that thing's $1,000.
Oh,
yeah,
dang, that's
goodness gracious, papers.
Jesus.
What did Biggie say? What did Biggie Small say? Goodness gracious, the papers.
What you say, Kendall? What you say, Kendall? You kind of low.
I can't hear you, man. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Don't forget about the Oculus Rift 2. That they need your Facebook to access your games and everything.
Facebook?
Yeah, they're owned by Facebook. So
I didn't.
They're owned by Facebook.
Oh
yeah. Create a Facebook account. Yeah.
Oh, didn't know that. Oh, okay. Okay.
I hate Facebook. So
All right, let's do a little retro talk,
Yeah,
man.
boomer
Because we had talked a little
Boomer
retro.
book.
We didn't play a little retro. We didn't talk about retro in a while. So what retro games we been playing? Anybody been playing some retro?
Oh, I played River City Girls a couple days ago. I consider that retro style, anyways.
River City Girls.
I got me the original Xbox
Nice.
for free.
Nice.
What are you saying?
Two Duke controllers and one small controller.
Yeah, cause
The Duke controller is hilariously big.
It's
Yes,
ridiculous.
They are.
I should have got me original Xbox last year. Of course, I sold my other
But
one.
I got my shit for free though. I went to
Hmm.
I work at a church because I was getting $180, $85 an hour, not hour, but like basically-
85. I'm gonna say 85 an
Oh, say,
hour.
what kind of job you got right now?
I'm about to
man?
rob your
They
ass.
hiring?
I work.
You got an herbal garden too, huh?
Since I work for the week, because the whole week is basically I have to work for 5 hours, so I get $10.50 for 5 hours for a day. So
okay.
Right.
I was working for Monday through Thursday. So yeah, I get every time I get a check, I get like $250, like $210, but they take out taxes, so they have to take like almost tax money out of me. So yeah.
Welcome to the real life.
So I
the
get
real
like
world.
$185.
Yeah,
You like
You
that
were born
kid
in
got
you
his
were born
first
in the late
paycheck?
90s, huh?
Oh, he's a kid,
Right?
He's a kid.
Born in the late 90s,
No, he was born in
Late
2000s.
90s, man.
early
I was born.
early
born in
2000s.
Yeah, he's a
2000.
2000.
I'm close. I was close enough.
He's
Off by a decade.
No, I said late 90s. So
I think Kendall's like 19 or 20. How old are you, Kendall?
I'm 20 years old.
Are
Right
you
now.
20? Yeah,
Yeah, there you go, so
you young. You very young.
2000.
Freaking millennials.
man, I got sneakers older than you,
They
man.
don't hate me for some certain things. That's those other scumbags.
Youngster.
Oh,
What generation you? What generation?
I got like t-shirts older than this guy.
oh, damn.
Seriously, I just threw a pair of shorts away that was older than him.
I still got my platinum FUBU jeans. Remember that with the Fat Albert, platinum FUBU? I still got that shit.
Platinum food.
Hey, that shit was lit.
Hey,
That
I
shit
bet
was lit.
they still good though, ain't they? I bet they had
hell
one
yeah.
hole in them. They were still good. There's some strong ass jeans, boy.
I had the big black one with it had Fat Albert's. He had his picture on the side. Of the
Yeah.
That's the one I had.
Yeah,
Nice.
But as far as retro,
I bet there was like 3 sizes too big. 3 sizes too big. That's how we used to do back in them days.
Xbox, retro, I'm playing that.
you said you've been playing a lot of GameCube games. Like what all retro stuff you
Yeah, I mean, I don't really. You wouldn't really consider that retro. Maybe
No, that is
maybe
retro.
youngster here. Youngster might consider it retro, right?
No.
Man, like even 360 is
GameCube.
considered retro now.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, no, because the GameCube is almost 20 years old though. That's old. That's considered retro.
Yeah, it's 20 years now.
Damn near.
Most people consider anything 10 years as retro.
I don't know about that, man. I'll
Wow,
probably
that's too early.
yeah. I'll probably say the 5th generation games. No, that's 6th generation. PS2. PS2.
That's what old people say. Old people say that.
No, 5th generation. That is PS2. I think the 4th generation was the 16-bit. No.
Yeah, 6th gen is PS1.
The 6th gen was PS1.
No, 6th gen is GameCube.
Okay, GameCube.
7th gen is-
Okay. So is that the cutoff point? The 6th gen? Is that the cutoff point of retro?
I think I'm off by a gen still.
I don't even know anymore.
Okay, so we're in the night gen. Xbox One, PlayStation 4,
Right.
8, 360, 7, PS2, 6, PS1, 5, Sega
5.
Genesis 4. Of course, the NES is 3. Okay,
Right.
I got you. It's kind of confusing a little bit. Okay, so I'm about to play a little retro. I hadn't played none. I wanted to play some. I've been watching some of what's the name? I've been watching Metal Jesus Rocks. I've been watching Sega Lore X. Awesome YouTube channels.
Con artist?
Con artist, who's that?
Metal Jesus is a con artist.
What? I don't know what happened. What happened?
Man,
Who
he
said
still
anything
make
about
good
Metal
videos
Gear?
though. He still make good videos.
What'd he do?
Who said anything? What happened?
He's the
I
guy
don't
that
know.
faked a flood in his house and then used the money to fly to Japan. Fuck that guy.
What? What? I don't know anything about that, man.
Wait, I didn't hear nothing about him faking no flood. What?
No, apparently, like
I saw it.
he-
I saw it.
I don't know
And
anything
I
about
think he
that.
moved
think
out of
the
that house. He
timing-
don't even live there anymore. So he clearly had an issue with that house.
Really?
I think the timing of him going to Japan coincided with around the same time he asked for donations to get his house fixed at the time. So it looked
He asked
very
for donations.
suspicious.
I didn't see that.
Yeah. He
I
asked
watch
for
him
donations to fix his house for some leak, and then he was in Japan like 2 weeks later.
He didn't ask on YouTube. He maybe on his Patreon or something. I don't know. I don't pay attention to that. But on YouTube, I watch Metal Jesus pretty regularly. He didn't ask for no donation
I don't remember that.
on no video. That's for damn sure.
Mad Little Pixel.
Not on no video.
I
He didn't
watch
ask.
him.
Maybe on his Twitter. I don't know nothing about that.
That's
I
another
don't know nothing
retro
about his
channel.
Twitter or his Patreon.
Mad Little Pixel. Check them out. GameSack. Check them out. I love GameSack. They do some really good editing. I love when they had their
GameSack is good.
Yeah, I love when they do their Super Nintendo versus Sega Genesis console wars. I love their videos.
Yeah, my life in gaming. That's some good stuff.
Yeah,
boy.
that one. Who I forget. It used to be RGT85, but he done went switch crazy, man. He forgot he started his YouTube. Remember, it was Retro Gaming 85. That was the name of his channel. Am I right? Retro Game 2.
Right.
Retro Tube Gaming.
RGT 85 is my dog. He's my dog. That's my
Nintendo's
dog.
Online is pretty
No,
retro,
he's cool.
so-
He's cool. I like him. It just he went switch crazy.
No.
man.
What I'm saying is his retro content has always been pretty thin. Like it's not like it was ever that big a deal.
Yeah, it was kind of like maybe he started that way, but like obviously the Switch like worked
Yeah.
a lot better for him. Yeah, why wouldn't he change?
He
It'd be
just went
stupid
after the
to
money.
say retro.
You can't blame him. I can't blame him.
No,
I don't blame
hell
anybody who
would
does
they-
that. I might talk shit about you.
It was a
Retro
point in
content
time.
that he doesn't, that nobody watches.
It was a point in time that he was making consistent retro, videos.
He did have good viewership on his retro stuff though. He did.
I don't know.
Yeah,
For his-
all I'm saying is like he makes one of those shitty little eShop sale videos and gets like
Right. That's the thing.
That is crazy.
and
You saw that.
Like, why would
Why am I
bother?
wasting-
Yeah, like
He's like,
can you
why am I
blame
wasting my
him?
time with this?
Exactly.
You know?
eShop sell videos.
How can you blame him? Like
That's crazy.
can't
You
blame
can't
him.
blame him. You can't.
Hey, I can't. knock
I mean, I
on
hate it as a viewer, but
Yeah,
I
it's like,
understand.
I can barely watch his content now. I like Sean, but like
Yeah.
the content's just fluff. But like I understand. Like that's where he gets his views from. So it's like you can't get mad at him. Just don't watch the shitty video. That's all.
When you got Donkey complaining about views,
Right.
you know something ain't right. So they doing what they got to do.
Yeah.
Man, those videos Donkey's been putting out lately, making fun of all the clickbait nonsense is so funny.
Hilarious.
Do you guys
Okay.
hear me?
Donkey's in a class of his own, man. He's a master.
He's in a class by himself.
Yeah.
But do you guys hear me about he's in the podcast with Spawn Wave and all the other fucking people?
Who, Donkey?
Donkey?
He's been on Soundwave for a long time.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
Podcast. Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
Not
Yeah,
Donkey.
he's been there.
Sean.
No, you talking about
Sean. Yeah.
Sean? Yeah, not
Yeah.
what
Not
did I say
Donkey.
for? No, Sean's been on. Yeah, Sean's been on for a while.
He's been on there for a long time.
So okay, as far
He's
as
one of the best people on that show.
Yeah.
Yeah, he makes it not so sleepy.
Oh my god.
Keeps it interesting.
It's when he's on, at least it's not like a yes man.
Hey.
Nintend's the best, awesome all day
don't forget
podcast.
about players. Don't forget about him. Players.
Oh boy,
Don't forget about him.
Who?
Who?
who that?
Player Essence.
OJ?
Dude, that guy's like.
Oh yeah. He's been on there a long time too. Like this isn't new. He's been around.
He's been on there a
there
long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess ain't nobody else
Players?
been playing some retro or any channels that y'all watch? Anything?
I've been playing Bruce Lee.
I
Well, I mean,
I remember
I
that one. I
don't
remember
even
that
watch
one.
YouTube that much.
To be honest,
I was just
get
watching a
more-
video on what's the shit called? The Polymega, yo.
I
Man, I gotta get that
things.
Polymega, man.
It's expensive, but to be honest, that might be the best retro console to get. But damn, that price, dude, it's a lot of money, dog.
It ain't cheap.
They're
It
not
ain't
even
cheap.
they're not even out yet. And they keep delaying the release of it.
Yeah.
Which one?
But then the
I don't
reviewer-
mind
but the
as long
reviewers
as you
got 'em.
doing something.
Polymega.
I think the retro
Yeah.
channels are getting the early copies though.
Yeah, Metal Jesus had one. Remember?
Yeah, he got one. I think
they got
Matt Little Pixel got one as well too.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of people with him.
What about John Hancock? Anybody watch John Hancock?
Yeah, I watch him once in a while. A lot of people
the
be hating
guy-
on them. They hate on the whole
You
Metal
mean-
Jesus.
You
Maybe
mean
even
the
the whole-
guy who's making this fake fucking museum for gaming and keeps stealing
There you
money?
go.
from people?
There you go.
I'm really hating on that crew. I don't understand the hate for the.
God. That guy is
man.
a con man. But
That man
to be
came-
fair,
That
to
man
be fair,
came to
like, if
YouTube
you're
with
dumb enough to give your money
thousands
to
of
him,
games.
that's on you.
Oh,
I didn't say I was good. I was watching
No,
that
I'm
video.
just saying
man.
in general, if you're dumb enough to give your money to a con man, you deserve to be con. So good for him
But-
for getting his money, but don't get mad at me for spawning a con man.
What I'm saying is, like, he came to YouTube with thousands and thousands of games and consoles already. It wasn't like he came here and he built that up on YouTube. So I don't. I mean,
I'm not saying
again,
that. I'm
I
just
don't
saying,
know
like,
what this
the whole-
museum
I
is.
think,
I don't know
I
what
think John Hancock.
he's asking
Oh, you
for
don't
or any
know
of that.
about his fake gaming museum he wants to make, and he keeps taking money.
I'm not
from people?
subscribed. I
I
pick
see.
videos here and there from recommends, but
I
I'm
think
not
Yeah,
John
he has this,
Hancock
like,
has
this-
the,
This project where he said he's making a gaming museum and he's trying to get all the games and put into a museum, and he just keeps taking money from people and nothing ever comes of it. And when people ask him about the museum, he just blocks them and gets mad at them. But he still keeps taking their money.
you can't. Hey,
I don't know what's up with that Metal Jesus crew, man.
I don't know, Nate. You can't hate the play. You gotta hate the game, man. What about Radical Reggie, the black guy, the token?
He's too much of a pony. I can't take him.
Didn't they kick him out of their group though?
Huh?
He's kicked out.
Didn't he kicked out of Metal Jesus's group?
I don't know.
That was a while ago. I don't know if they let him back in.
I don't know.
They did a
What
pickup video
happened?
pretty recently.
What happened?
They might. They
I don't
didn't
know
let
if
him
they
back
kicked out
in. I
either.
don't know. All I know is, like, I feel bad for that guy because, like, he has all the games and shit, but he can't even afford a bed. He just sleeps on a mattress.
No, no. Oh,
Man,
it's cold, buddy.
Come on.
Hey, I can't.
I don't know, man. Like, all I'm saying is this: if you're in a room surrounded by video games and you have just a mattress, take a look around and realize you have a problem.
Wow.
Damn.
How you gonna tell this
Damn,
man?
light him up tonight.
Hey, boy.
Yo,
What are you talking about?
Alex has been toxic.
Yo.
Tonight. He's very toxic.
yeah, he came in with the toxicity levels on high.
What are you talking about?
Wow.
Radical Reggie. You know
Oh,
Radical Reggie?
Reggie? Oh, yeah, I feel bad for that dude, man.
What?
Yeah,
Damn, you
I'm
too?
not trying to be,
on?
I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just that I feel bad. That's all.
Y'all telling me
Why
this
you feel
man has
I know he just sell one of your games to go buy a bed. Like, damn.
I mean, he has a tiny apartment, but
gas money, bro. Like, dude, what?
god dang.
Bro, I'm just saying,
Gas
like,
money.
he could be on an episode of Hoarders, man. This shit's crazy.
wow.
God. The man likes his games, you know, like he need a bigger place for him. I would agree. He needs more room
He needs
because
more room.
he can't. He's trying to keep up with Metal Jesus, but he only has a fraction of the space.
Fraction of the subs, yeah, and the space, yeah.
No, I'm talking about as far as his collection goes. It's like, bruh, your collection is taking over your entire.
I think, no,
apartment.
Entire place, yeah.
What's his name? John
My collection is right here. And that's it. It's
John-
in here.
I
Right,
believe.
yeah.
I think
In one
John
room.
Hancock got the biggest collection. Cause I saw his room. That,
Oh yeah, by
when-
far.
When I
It's-
saw
yeah,
him do that
ridiculous.
tour, I was like, this dude probably got millions of dollars worth of freaking retro games. Like this dude could be rich right
I would
now.
say he He's in the hundreds of thousands as far as his collection is.
No,
sure.
That's nuts.
he's way up there. I saw that collection, man. That is crazy, dude. Like his collection,
Hundreds of thousands,
that dude
hundreds of thousands, and then way up there.
That dude look like.
I mean, my collection is probably worth. My collection is probably worth 23,000.
He could probably fill up a retro.
I mean, he's way beyond that, but
honestly,
I don't think he's in the million.
I think John Hancock could fill up 2 retro stores with the amount of stuff that he has.
Probably.
He probably could. Yeah.
That dude has,
But he's not selling anything.
He don't sell them. Does he even play them?
He don't even play them. He don't even open that. I
He
could be.
likes to have them.
I like to play games.
Yeah, fair.
That's my one problem with collectors like him.
He want to keep the value, so I kind of understand why.
For what? If you ain't gonna sell it, I'm not selling it.
Like, didn't he say he's never gonna sell it anyway? So
right.
Yeah.
So what does it matter? The value. The value
might as well play it then.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And just think about his kids will probably sell that sucker anyway.
The minute he keels over,
wow,
his son is like, oh. Payday.
That's messed up.
Right?
That shit is gone. He don't care about that shit.
He said the minute he kills her, that's fucked up, man. Oh, wow. Damn.
That's what I know about my kids. I'm like, I'm gonna sell my shit before I even pack because they ain't doing nothing with it.
Damn, that's crazy, man.
Yeah. Sell it and go on a cruise or something.
Exactly. Well, I'm sitting up here starving with $50,000 worth of games. For what? I'm going on a vacation.
That's why I'm saying, why doesn't that dude have a bed?
Man,
just think about.
I didn't envision the retro talk would be like that, shitting on people. God damn, man. I actually wanted to talk about playing retro games.
Dang.
Played any though, including you.
Yeah, like I don't count GameCube.
Dang.
I mean, I play a lot of GameCube, but I don't really count that as retro because I'm too old.
I still think it's retro. I think it's retro.
I consider GameCube retro.
I got you by a decade almost. It's not as old to me as it is to you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not that long ago for me.
I was in high school. Hold on, no.
I was in the clubs. I was in the clubs playing GameCube. Was you?
When did GameCube come out? What year was that? What year was it?
2001. 2001. Bouncer's like, let me see your ID. He pulls out a GameCube.
GameCube controller. All right, come on in, bro.
Yeah, I was 14.
You got that Panasonic Q. All right, come on in, bro.
Whoa, let him through. This man's here to smash.
I still consider it as a retro because I've been out of high school for 15. How old am I?
Yeah, you younger than me, 18. So you would consider. That's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing. For me, GameCube is not retro.
I've been out of high school for.
I don't even feel like N64. N64 is getting there for me.
No, that's a 90s
as far as
console,
retro
man.
goes.
But 2001,
it's pretty much retro.
That's still a long time, though. That's almost 20 years, though. No. It is 20 years because it's 2021. It's almost 20 years. When did it?
But for me, it's the same as like old school hip hop.
Yeah.
You know, old school hip hop to me is like Run DMC. That's old school hip hop to me. But for you, it's like Master P. What is it? Like, what is it for you?
Wait a minute. No, don't say Master. No. You won't say Master P. No. I grew up. I got uncles your age, so I listened to what they listened to when I was a kid. So I listened.
Okay, but what I'm saying, what do you yourself consider old school?
It's kind of hard.
That's the same thing for me.
It's kind of hard because I grew up around a lot of older people, so I gravitated what they played. Kind of like my uncles was in high school and they got me started on the Sega Genesis. That's how I started the game. I was very young, even though the Genesis came out in 1989. I was freaking 2 years old when it came out. But I started when I was 4 when Sonic the Hedgehog came out in 91. That's how I started. But my uncle, they was already in high school. They your age or older. So and like the music that they listened to, they was more of the Wu-Tang Clan.
Wu-Tang Clan.
See, Wu-Tang is old school for you, right?
LL Cool J. No, that's old school. LL Cool J. I Need Love. LL Cool J.
Well, yeah, that's old school. That's 80s.
Yeah, 80s. Yeah. My uncle listened to a lot of 80s stuff. Eazy-E. Snoop Dogg, NWA, like, you know, old school, Bone Thugs and Harmony. Even though, I'm sorry, Bone Thugs the greatest group ever. Not miss me with that shit. They're the greatest group. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, T. I don't want to. That's a duo. That's not a group. It's a duo. What do you consider a
duo group? Nobody says, "Oh man."
Oh, Outkast.
They say group. They think of them as a group.
I thought a group would be like 3 and more. Like Migos.
Technically, yeah.
Like
technically,
3-6 Mafia. Fuck you, fucking Nick. Take your ass off of the goddamn camera. I don't give a goddamn you going to sleep, mother.
What happened?
Shut up.
You're not allowed to make any comparisons. Okay, you got to talk strictly about video games. No comparisons.
Okay.
It's been 3.5 hours. I'm getting kind of sleepy here.
I know. We about to wrap it up. Okay. Before we wrap it up, okay. Which Castlevania game is the best? Bloodlines, Super Castlevania, or Rondo of Blood, or the Symphony? Was it the Symphony or the wasn't the Night? Is that the name of it?
That's not even fair, man. Come on.
Which one's the best?
Symphony all night, all day.
Better than Rondo of Blood?
Man, Rondo of Blood can't hold Symphony of Night's jockstrap.
I don't know, man. That's a good one because I enjoyed all of them. The Symphony of Night, the Rondo of Blood.
It's good.
Like, I didn't get into the Castlevania series until last year because I never was, I wasn't a Nintendo kid, so I went ahead and bought the collection on the Xbox. Got the collection, but the collection didn't include the Rondo of Blood and Symphony of Night. So I bought on the PlayStation, and they had the Symphony of Night and the Rondo of Blood. So I bought both of those, and I played and beat both of those, and I was ecstatic. I was like, why I did not play this a long time ago? These games were fucking awesome. And Bloodlines.
I mean, it's Symphony. It's not even close.
Damn, I think you let me finish.
I'm just telling the people it's Symphony.
Okay, what about you, Nick? You play little Castlevania. Which one's the best?
I never really played much of them beyond the first one.
Come on, NES?
On the NES. Yeah, NES. Yeah, you're right. I never really got into the Castlevania series. I tried, but it really wasn't one of the games I really got into. Like Castlevania, and I know. This. The only Castlevania game I really completed was that one that came out on PS3 a few years ago.
The big one, Elizabeth. The big one.
Yeah, the big one, huh?
I know.
Yeah, they don't make them good like they used to. But
I like the game. I guess the
Lords of Shadows. You talking about Lords of Shadows? Oh Lord.
I guess the biggest problem with that game is they put Castlevania on it. I guess if they didn't do that, people might have liked the game more.
It's not a bad game. I don't think it's a bad game.
I think people didn't feel. I guess people didn't feel like it was a Castlevania game. So I kind of get that. If
honestly,
they called it anything else,
it's like Metroid Other M.
The Rondo of Blood is the main reason why I'm going to buy the TurboGrafx Mini, because when I was looking at the reviews of the TurboGrafx Mini, what?
Bruh.
What I do?
Really? I was just looking at TurboGrafx Mini stuff today. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I'm gonna get one. No. When I saw the reviews, I was like, they got a good selection of games on her.
You just blow my mind that you just pulled that out of nowhere, because I was looking at that today.
Oh yeah, I was looking at
TurboGrafx Mini stuff.
Yeah, I was looking at the reviews from I think GameSack did the review. I was watching Metal Jesus Rock. What's the name? What else?
You like that old shiesty ass Metal Jesus, huh, bro?
I just like retro. I like retro gaming. No, but
don't forget about Angry Video Game Nerd. He was one of them. One of those old school YouTubers.
He's a founder of retro games, but honestly, he only mainly plays bad retro games to make fun of.
Yeah, and he just makes fun of them. He don't sit there and like get into retro gaming or anything.
No,
he just makes fun of bad. His
channel it's still very entertaining. It's just that.
I love watching this stuff.
It's just a channel that's not for kids. I don't be cussing up and stuff, man. For real.
I show my son that shit. He thinks it's hilarious.
Because I was looking on Amazon yesterday for a TurboGrafx Mini, but it's all sold out unless you want to get a used one. I know I want to get a brand new one though. But honestly, just by looking at the game selection of it, like I don't know, man. That's like one of the better ones, man. It's like
the prices right now though.
The price is. I can understand why
it's shot up.
I can understand why it's up, but damn, man. And matter of fact,
because they didn't produce that many. That's why.
But ain't the regular price like $100 for TurboGrafx? And I don't even think it comes with 2 controllers though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's the average price online for it is like $140 though.
Oh, that's for like a used one, ain't it?
No, that's a new one. That's a new one.
No,
140-ish.
No, the retail price is $100.
Oh, wait a minute.
Retail is $100.
I was gonna say I've seen it for 106, 170, 180.
Yo,
new.
What's the other game that got me want to get it? Splatterhouse 2. That's the other game that got me want to get the TurboGrafx because I'm a huge fan of Splatterhouse. I loved it. You know that game scared the shit.
Man, just get a Raspberry Pi.
Man,
just get a Raspberry Pi.
You one of them. You one of them. No,
I'm making fun of them. I'm not one of them.
I know. I want to collect.
Clearly, I'm not one of them. I'm making fun of them.
I actually do want to. I do want to collect the mini consoles because it's gonna be worth a lot of money one day, and plus they are officially licensed by the company. Sega.
Which ones do you want?
All I got right now is the Super Nintendo Mini and the Sega Genesis Mini, and that other Sega Genesis that a lot of people crapped on. What's the other one? The Flashback. Yeah.
You got the Flashback?
Yeah. So I only got 3 mini consoles.
My little babies right here. My little babies.
I couldn't get the NES because everybody was going crazy about that. I couldn't find one.
Yeah. I got lucky.
It sucks that Nintendo don't sell them no more. Fucking Nintendo.
It's a specialty item, man. Okay, you got to buy it in a certain window.
Yeah, I know.
If you don't, fuck you.
I guess since Nick looked like he about to cuss us out, I guess we might have to do a separate podcast, the retro. So we want to do one. We got to close this out. We got to close it.
Well, let's talk about it later because we don't want to waste time. Well, Nick jumped through this damn screen at you, bro.
He's getting angry right now. About to cuss us out.
Not so much me. I got a girlfriend asking me why I'm not talking to on the phone right now.
Oh shit! Okay. Let's get Nick off the podcast.
When I get that feeling,
y'all married gentlemen in here. She know where I'm coming from.
Hey, my wife is playing Splatoon right now, so I'm good.
My wife is trained. She know what time I do my thing. She's trained.
Yeah. Mine just came in here and gave me a donut, so it sounds like we haven't locked out.
Hey,
for you single guys out there.
Hey, we didn't do a podcast last week, so we making up. We making up. Same with Randall Thor 19. He did a 3-hour podcast last week because he's been sick or something like that. So he did a long podcast.
Man, I do 3-hour podcasts by my damn self. Saying that. You know what I'm saying? go to my streams and see how long they are.
Yeah, you be long-winded, just be you, man. Like, God dang.
Exactly.
God dang, I can't do that.
I actually have shit to talk about.
I think the longest
the
longest I go by myself is like an hour and a half. I think that's the longest I would go. But okay, I guess we'll wrap it up. I don't want Nick's girlfriend to cuss me out in the Discord chat. Okay. But
they say the more gaming knowledge you have, the longer you're. So
the longer what?
The more gaming knowledge you have, the longer. So
dude,
that's why mine.
I do streams on Twitch up to about 3 hours. So.
Oh really? Oh okay.
Playing a video.
All right. Anybody got any final thoughts before we do the outros? Anybody? Anybody have something?
There's love. It's life.
Just Happy New Year, and it's got to get better, right?
Knock on wood. Knock on wood for that one.
Hey, speaking of knocking, y'all about to get a knock at your door to take that vaccine. Shit. Y'all about to get that knock?
Oh, we got an anti-vaxxer in here. Oh, gee. Are you a flat earther too?
Oh shit!
Probably.
Fuck that vaccine. That vaccine go to hell.
Oh shit!
Does he think that you think the Earth is flat as well?
Hey!
I
Can
never
we
said
save this
that.
for after the podcast when I can not be here for it?
Oh damn!
Same type of dude.
Anyway,
Talk bad about the vaccine, but be popping Viagra pills like they
wow.
gummy bears.
All right. Oh, okay, I guess anybody ain't got nothing to say. Anybody got anything to say? Anybody doing anything? Streaming? Anybody? No more channels? Anybody? Nothing.
Yeah,
We're just trying to survive, man. We're just trying to survive.
Okay.
Playing games right now.
All right, then. I guess we're going to get up out of here. Appreciate everybody coming, and make sure you like the video, share the content, and we're going to get right back into it. And most definitely, me and T, we will do our retro podcast, and I got a couple more games coming in from Nightwing Productions, the dude I told y'all to check out.
I still ain't got on that.
Yeah, he's been making some more games. Oh, let me stop before he's getting angry again.
Yep, go on. Let's get out of here.
So, all right, I appreciate y'all guys come. And let's get our outros out the way. Let's start with you, Kendall.
It's good to hang out with the podcast again. They brought me back on because somebody ain't in the podcast no more, and they kind of worry about him lately. So I don't mind coming in here for him. So yeah.
Oh, you talking about him? Oh, okay. All right.
Dang, subliminal messages and shit.
Alex, go ahead, man.
We got a buddy in my
What's going on, everyone? Alex Prime here. Happy New Year's, since I didn't say it earlier. But yeah, Real Talk is back for 2021. Hopefully, we'll continue going forward. It should be a better year. Nintendo's 2020 was terrible, so I'm expecting much more from them this year. And gaming in general should be better now that developers have gotten used to developing under COVID. So expect some better games this year, I would imagine.
Okay, cool. All right, Nick.
All right, thanks for joining us for the first Real Talk podcast in the new year. We started on the very first day, so that should be a sign of good things to come. If we're here on the first day, then it's a good sign. So we will see you soon, hopefully next week.
I'm surprised you didn't say the first and the last day, the last episode of 2021. Surprised you didn't say
I'm trying to be positive, okay? I'm trying to be very positive, and I think going forward we'll be able to continue this.
We need some positivity.
Exactly. Right. So
right,
I'm trying to be on your side, man. What are you getting at me for?
I ain't doing no. I'm just trying to keep it positive. I'm just surprised. Okay, all right, let's keep it positive. All right, last but not least, T. Get up out of here.
All right, Big T here. I want to make sure you guys know I wish you a Merry New Year. Love that movie. And like I said, my name is Big T. I ain't got more to say because I got to go pee. Peace.
Oh, nice. Nice round. You should be a rapper.
I should be a rapper. I think that's in my future.
Oh, shit. All right, there's your boy, Real Game 27. I appreciate y'all guys for coming. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, whatever. Do all that and bells and whistles. And hopefully I should be doing some content. I know I've been saying that, but I'm going to start doing a little bit more content just to get y'all guys back so we can start having more viewers during our live stream. I'm sick and tired of having 15 people watching. It's bullshit, man. Bullshit. But anyway, guys, appreciate you guys for coming. We will see y'all in the next ride. Peace out.